are on your phone, and we are free for pitch. Right here on your home for Royals now baseball. Up on the Fan social channels. 96.5 The Fan. KFMC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City. In Odyssey Sports Station.
Back at it here on a Thursday. Damn near looks like it's noon, am I right? .96.5 The Fan. Bob Fescoe, Mac Morey, Dusty Likens with you on this wonderful Thursday. I think it's going to be a great rest of the season. I think the cold weather's out. I think the warm weather is here to stay. Hell, you might be swimming by this weekend, Mac. Well, maybe next weekend if you have a heated pool.
I wish.
Well, you could have a heated pool. Just get one of those flotational pools and throw in some hot ice.
Oh, okay. Hot ice.
Hot ice. Gonna be a fun show today. Let's see. How can we summarize this and then bring it full circle at 9:50? Vrabel Rossini, pregnant on a boat.
Yeah.
John Pork, the creator of the card, in studio.
Woo.
Royals conversations. Flopping or tush push, which is worse? And Smash or Pass. Not in that order, but in a roundabout way. Should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Should be fun. Who tells you that when there isn't football, the seasons are boring?
Who tells you?
A lot of people. Be like, oh, what do you guys talk about when there's no football? Baseball, golf, wrestling,
Yeah.
life.
Farting.
Yeah, we got that today as well.
Did you watch that whole video?
Well, it's ridiculous.
I couldn't believe it.
I mean, it's
I was like, really?
ridiculous. Talk about playing the victim card.
Talk about
My
first world
God.
problems.
I mean, my God. Stop playing the victim card. Seriously. Somebody farted on you in the grocery store. Move along, man. Like, seriously. It's not that big a deal. You don't need to cry.
I was in the store with my wife.
Yeah,
and it ruined everything. It's like,
Awful.
dude, I have been on the plaza and wanted to absolutely like blow my brains out from someone farting, but I didn't. I just kept walking.
You just kept going. That's all you did. I mean, you go, oh, man, that's awful. I
And
mean,
now you've got the entire city mad at Hawaiian, bruh.
yeah.
What do we think? Honestly,
What I think about it is you made the promotion, you stick with it for the rest of the year. You made the promotion, you stick with it. I told you so, right?
I got Binkley pissed.
Look, I'm not mad they have it as a BOGO, but that's how you should have started the season with a BOGO.
Maybe do research and see how many times people score 6 runs.
On
average,
and win
at home.
And, you know,
there's just so much data that we could do to be ready for this financially, to how much we're going to have to withstand this. What does this take?
Right.
Yeah, you weren't prepared. This is on you.
This is on Hawaiian Bros,
Yes,
man.
100%.
You know, I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, buy a soda, keep these guys in business and whatnot. You can't change the promotion midstream, basically, is where we are. We're in May now, right? It's like, you know, you get free Royals TV or 50% off, and now you get, you know, the Hawaiian Brothers promotion changing. You cannot move the finish line when you set up these promotions. You just got to live with it right now. And I think it really is a bad look for Hawaiian Brothers to kind of backtrack on this. But we knew where this was headed, right?
Yes.
We've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. Buy a soda, buy something else, keep these folks in business. And now you've got the BOGO, and I just don't think it hits as well. You know, I was telling somebody last night, like the BOGO deal is all right, but it's not as cool as getting that free meal. Like, you're not going to line up like people were at Hawaiian Bros and get the attention for a buy one, get one free. You're just not. And so you have the BOGO. You got all the pub in the world. You did great with all of that. But I think you got to keep that promotion for the entire season. You guys made this promotion. You guys made this thing up. And now to pull it back on the fans, I think is kind of weak. That's where I feel about that one.
No, I'm with you. And it's funny because I read a story, I can't remember who it was or what publication, this week, kind of doing the zag on it, being like, no, actually, this is a really good promotion for Hawaiian Brothers. And the amount of publicity they're getting.
I
and all
have
this.
that, actually.
You have that? And when I read that, I remember being like, really? How? How can they keep up with this? And now here we are.
Yeah, here we are. I mean, yes, you can keep up with the promotional side of things. It is good. I mean, we're talking about it. It's free publicity for them. How many people then turn into, you know, going to Hawaiian Brothers? And how many of these people that got free meals at Hawaiian Brothers are going back on a day where the Royals didn't score runs and giving them their business? I'd like to see what the recidivism rate is for people going back who have gotten these free meals, too.
This is what Mac was referencing, too. Hawaiian Bros is not going broke from this. In fact, it's probably one of the best marketing campaigns things I've ever seen. Cost of acquisition for a loyalty app user is high, anywhere from $15 to $50 with a lifetime value of $100 to $150. Food cost for a plate is $3.50. Major League partnership is going to be $100 to $250,000. Judging by online buzz and pics of lines out the door, they are already seeing tens of thousands of app downloads. It's $1 million campaign for them, worth whatever they're spending. 2 days later,
but it's true. I mean, for something like that, you get because you had to be a loyalty club member, right?
It made it sound
good. Nobody was, but so everyone was. Did it once,
right? But they all joined, right? They all joined the loyalty club. That's what they wanted, right?
Yeah.
They wanted everybody to join the loyalty club, so they got so many people to join the loyalty club. You just hope these folks come back for more. And I know from doing like radio remotes over the years, there's a lot of freeloaders out there, folks. There really are. Like they'll show up for a free pen and complain that it's blue ink and not black ink. Okay.
Oh, you find out who veterans are on Tuesday at Jack Stack.
What
you do, Carol? Are you questioning me?
Right.
No, I'm not calling you a liar, but
yeah. You did not
I
fight
don't
in
ever
the Great
see you
War.
any other day of the week.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't fight in the Great War. I mean, I remember one time we were giving out free Royals tickets. It was a time my buddy Joe was running the Infinity dealership here in Kansas City, and it was either 14 or 15, right in the wheelhouse of when it was good. And I mean, we had people lined up, Dusty, for miles to get these free Royals tickets, right? Free Royals tickets during the only 2 years that they were relevant for a lot of people, right? And so we get this line of people lined up. We start passing out they were there hours early because it was first come, first serve. We pass out the Royals. People bitched about the location of free Royals tickets. So what I'm telling you is
row 13.
Yeah, I don't want to sit in the upper deck. These are free tickets, sir.
Yeah, you're watching a World Series.
Yeah, exactly. You're watching a team that's playing great baseball for the first time in 30 years, and you're complaining about where the free tickets are that you waited in line for 2 hours at a car dealer and didn't even go on the showroom floor.
Yeah. I was giving my friends crap because Emily, obviously, I was like, yeah, last week we were in row C. This week we're in row D. Sorry, guys. Being like sarcastic. But yeah, it's just, Mac, you remember we were giving away the TV packages. It was never good enough.
Never.
It was never good
Obviously,
enough.
the phone lines are up. That's great. That means people are tuned in and want to win. But then it was like, I feel like you guys are like blocking the airwaves and you're not letting me win. It's like, that's exactly what we're doing, David.
Yeah.
You can't call before I say to call.
Right.
Yeah.
We do. We do block the phone lines.
The stream isn't online
right.
with the radio. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Peter Woods. So anyways, let's get to baseball because last night some stuff happened. This was the tweet I was telling you earlier about with Gold, who got into with a tweeter last night. So Hawaiian Bros now says 6-run deal with the Royals is only buy one, get one. Lame. That was Gold's tweet. Guy responds, you'll be okay without your free food. Gold responds, I thought I was going to starve and never eat again, but thanks for your tweet. I now have faith.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, I was worried about Alex, I mean, my goodness, you take away the free Hawaiian Brothers. But, but he's making a point. Like, you came up with this promotion. Yeah. You've got to see this through. At the end of the year, fine, change the promotion. Happens all the time. But you made this promotion. You've got to see this promotion through. I think it is a fail by Hawaiian Brothers to backtrack on this one. I really do. I think it's a bad look.
Last night, Cole Reagan's left the game, was dealing, absolutely dealing. And this comes from Andy Rogers of MLB. .com. Reagan said he felt soreness/tightness in the bottom of his tricep and back of his elbow during the third inning. He's been through 2 Tommy John surgeries. Quote, I've been through the elbow stuff. I know it's not what I've been through before. He'll undergo further evaluation. She said last night, tomorrow, but that'll be today. Cole Reagan leaves the game last night. Royals lose. Level of concern.
Very high, very high.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this is a guy who's had 2 Tommy John surgeries. So, yeah, it's a very high thing when it's on the elbow, when it's behind the tricep and all of that. Until they tell us it's okay, yeah, I'm very concerned about that because, again, this is a guy who had 2 Tommy John surgeries, and he's the ace of your rotation. And when you're taken out of a game with elbow and tricep kind of stuff, yeah, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder.
Yeah, I tend to listen to the source of the injury, and that's Cole Reagan's, who says, I've been through 2 Tommy John stuff before, and I know it's not what I've been through before.
Yeah, but he's been very inconsistent all year long. And so you start to wonder why the inconsistencies is be there. It's not like he became a bad pitcher overnight or, over the offseason just decided I'm not going to be a good pitcher anymore. What happened? Why is his ERA almost a 5 this year, right? Why isn't he as good as he has been? And now we see this injury pop up, and it's probably something that started as a little small nagging injury, and it progressed to where you have to leave the game. I think you look at the performance of Cole Reagans this year, and you start to think, okay, a lot of inconsistencies. Why is he been inconsistent? Why hasn't he been the ace of the staff? Why hasn't he been that good this year? And I don't think it's because he became a bad pitcher or forgot how to pitch or the league caught up with him. I think we're seeing why Cole Reagans was struggling early this season to find out the form that he's had over the last couple of years. And so hopefully it's nothing big, and hopefully it's nothing that holds him back, because you lose Cole Reagans, you lose Noah Cameron. Now you're down 2 starting pitchers potentially, and that's not something any team can undertake, including the Tigers, who are down 2 starting pitchers right now with a suspension and an injury. Yeah, down 3 starting pitchers. Like you can't compete when you start to lose your starting pitchers, because there's nobody really to backfill right now.
Well, good thing they didn't trade Noah Cameron.
But he's hurt.
Q said he's fine. He could have pitched, but since it was so early in the season, they gave him a day.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how this whole thing moves forward, and we'll see if these guys regain that form, because neither Noah Cameron nor Cole Reagans has been very good this year.
Cole Reagans, 4.84 ERA, 35 innings pitched, 27 hits. The problem with Cole Reagans this year has been placement, I think. I don't think the velocity is the issue, because he's given up 10 home runs.
A lot.
That leads the American League. 10 home runs allowed in 35 innings is 1 every 3.5. That's pretty simple math. So essentially that's 2 a game. That's been the only issue I've had with Cole Reagans is the being able to place. I hope, because I'm optimistic, my level of concern would probably be about a 4, because he doesn't feel like it's been that way. And then you get that. I just think that, of course, I can hear everybody in my head saying the best ability is availability, right? And yeah, he's unlucky at times, like the line drive off the hand. Come on.
Some people are just like magnets for bad luck, It just happens.
And then the other part of me kind of thinks that Cole Reagans is Hollywood Brown. That people think that he's always hurt. Because you said yesterday, everybody in Major League Baseball that pitches has Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, they do.
So Cole Reagans, his first year in the league, has Tommy John, and then he doesn't really miss any time until last year. He pitched 186 innings in 2024. He pitched 95 innings in 2023 between Texas and Kansas City before he was really that guy yet. He pitched 96 innings the year after his Tommy John. And then, of course, Tommy John, he had 40 innings pitched and was out. So he's kind of like Hollywood Brown. Yes. Be like, he's always hurt. It's like, well, really, it's been 2 years, but it's been significant time.
It's been really since he signed the contract that he's been hurt as well. Not that and I wouldn't look at that and say I wouldn't do that all over again. $13.5 million for 3 years. I mean, you do that every day.
Everybody said yes, and you got him for a Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah, you do it every single day of the week. And you make sure that you get your guy signed. That I would do that contract in my sleep again. I have no qualms with that. But since he signed that contract, he really hasn't been that effective.
Yep. Coming up on the other side, we will get more emphasis on to win now, and I think Liam Cohen got. We'll discuss.
You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Hey, it's Vinny Pasquantino, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 have a big mission out there, and that is to build strong partnerships between our members, our business partners, our customers, and our community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. And that's what they're asking, especially if you're an HVAC contractor. The Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 will provide you with a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and those economic conditions. And the Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, the skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during the times you need it the most, which gives you the power now to go out there and bid on every project that suits your business model. They'll provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees as well. It's a win for everybody. There's no downside because it's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and your profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
Hey guys, this is Rob Brennan from The Drive on 96.5 The Fan, and we're excited to announce the launch of Beyond the Pitch KC, a limited podcast series documenting the run-up to the upcoming World Cup with our friends over at 98.1 KMBZ.
And I'm Scott Parks from Daniel Parks on KMBZ. Beyond the Pitch, KC features the biggest names who helped make the World Cup in Kansas City possible. And there was a lot of work, plus the major storylines heading into this summer's tournament.
This is so much more. This isn't just a podcast about soccer.
No, you're right, Rob. It's a podcast about Kansas City, for Kansas City, telling the story of how our town is hosting the world's biggest sporting event.
New episodes drop every Wednesday starting on March 4th, along with video clips that can be seen on 96.5 The Fan and KMBZ social channels.
So make sure you subscribe. Download Beyond the Pitch KC with Rob Brennan and myself, Scott Parks, on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code WAGON for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WAGON for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's WAGON.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
This Mother's Day, treat all of the moms in your life like a queen. No, wait, an empress. With a little help from IV. Surprise her with a stunning floral arrangement, or choose from dozens of gift cards for some retail therapy. Then bring the whole family to brunch at the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Just $19.99 for adults, $6.99 for children 6 to 12, and kids 5 and under eat free. Just one stop for endless options to crown her queen for the day. Only at Hy-Vee.
Moms are the most important people in our life, and she deserves to be honored on Mother's Day. This year, treat your mom to an amazing brunch at Hy-Vee with fresh eggs, crispy bacon and sausage, biscuits and gravy, fresh fruit, sweet treats, and so much more. You can bring the whole family for just $19.99 for adults, $6.99 for kids 6 to 12, and kids 5 and under eat free. It's Mother's Day brunch at Hy-Vee. They have everything to honor mom. So make this Mother's Day the most memorable ever. Only at Hy-Vee.
Brought to you by RPM Revival this weekend at Flying H Drag Strip. More at racerpmrevival.com. RPM Revival at Flying H Drag Strip this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, presented by Monster Energy. The fastest street cars in the country throwing down, including Kids Power Wheels Racing, Burnout Contest, and Car Show. Pre-sale tickets just $20. Kids 12 and under free. More at racerpmrevival.com.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
East side, 435 northbound, briefly heavy past 40 highway with an accident blocking the left lane past the entrance ramp coming up from I-70. You get over to the right, you can get past it without much delay. Otherwise, things move pretty well around town. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Oh, my. Keith Hernandez, and I hope I'm saying his name right, Steve Gelbs.
Oh, yeah, Gelbs. Yeah.
They Lady and the Tramped the Glizzilla. Have you seen this on Awful Announcing? It's like a giant hot dog, and they both went on one end at the same time.
Yeah, it was like that 51-inch hot dog that they had for Randy Johnson. Those hot dogs are never any good either. I mean, they're just it's just
probably
terrible.
not.
I mean, we got one of those, the boomstick they call it down in Texas when we did our baseball trip, and it was one of the worst things I think I've ever had. Like, I don't know how to describe the hot dog other than using the term. It felt like I was eating pink sludge.
Well, that's kind of what they are.
Yeah, but
don't ever watch the doc.
This is like this
good.
was like you could just feel the pink sludge in you, and you're like, I can't do
It's
this.
like how hot dogs are made. I wish I would have never watched it.
Topped with chili and cheese.
Did you see that fan that brought his own chili
Yeah,
into the case?
you can bring whatever you
Smart
want.
move,
Yeah.
dude.
Great move.
You got to cover up those dollar dogs that have been roasting since last week in the heater. I mean, my God.
He brought
I mean,
a Ziploc of chili.
good for him.
I
mean,
love that.
What, how's that any different than somebody bringing in a sandwich?
Oh,
or
it's
you know,
not.
it's beautiful.
I'd never seen it because those one guys kind of trailblazed it where they bring in their own spaghetti and they bring the spaghetti in a Ziploc bag and then eat it. I'm like, that's genius.
Yeah.
It's like you could bring in Hawaiian Bros.
You had one more thing on that.
Yeah, I just wanted. I feel like we missed the part where they kind of came out with like, yeah, we want to, we're caring for our employees, and we've just been so busy and overrun with customers, and we really want to. Yeah, no, this is not about caring for your employees at all. Get bent on that. That is so bogus. Hate when companies do that. We named examples off the air, but one that I used was the NFL constantly coming out with player safety. Well, we really care about player safety. No, you care about the tush push now because we all hate it, and it's become a big controversy. So now you're going to decide whether, but you don't care about player safety.
No,
you're adding games.
Yeah, exactly. They're adding games. Robert Kraft said it yesterday.
Yes.
Wait, we're going to go to 18 games. Everybody knows that they're adding games. You just got to wait for the new collective bargaining agreement so they can bamboozle the players into adding this 18th game, and then everybody's going to get an international game every year. And Robert Kraft said, and we're going to sell that package to a streaming company. Like in your 80s, you just say whatever you want, right? Like he kind of let the cat out of the bag of what the plans are moving forward in the NFL. The Hawaiian Brothers with the employee stuff is very much akin to Spirit Airlines blaming the gas prices right now for going out of business. You had already filed bankruptcy twice in the last year. Okay, Spirit Airlines has been a joke for the last decade. You didn't go out of business because of the gas prices. Stop with that nonsense.
They lost their spirit.
They did. It's true. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I really want to get into Draymond Green. This guy pisses me off, but I'm gonna hold back a little bit.
Yeah, I'll get some of that audio. We can do that later.
That guy sucks.
I mean, you're taking shots at Charles Barkley, man.
You
That's
don't
like taking
have-
shots at the Pope.
First off, you don't have the stats in front of you to back your. Okay, I'll stop.
No, yeah.
I hate Draymond Green with a passion, like sports hate. I don't know the guy individually, so whatever.
He's going to be on that panel, isn't he? You don't think so?
Not after last night.
Nah, probably not after last night. But he was trending that way.
He ain't got the clout Chuck's got, man.
No, you think he's back another night?
And then you got Austin Reeves out here calling you out, like, and burying you, like. Anyways, so emphasis to win now. The Royals only have 2 players on Baseball America's Top 100, which to me, I don't really look at that as a big issue, because you have 4 of your prospect players technically on the roster as of right now. That should be making an impact for the next 4 or 5 years, which gives you time to rebuild below. We know they have Blake Mitchell. We know about Churio, the pitcher, 18 years old, so he's got time to blossom. Maybe, shoot, if he can come. I mean, if you're missing pitchers now.
Well, I mean, now Estevez having a setback as well.
Another one there. But some may say the emphasis to win now is because your minor league system isn't where it should be, or it's not backloaded to help you out in the future. I think it's the opposite approach. Right now, the AL Central is dog water. The Detroit Tigers are struggling. I mean, that Verlander's needs to retire. He's injured. What's that? Richard Valdez, the guy.
Framber Valdez.
Yeah, Richard Valdez.
Yeah. I mean, when your own manager calls you out for being an idiot,
and
you're an ass.
This isn't the first time he's been a Richard.
No.
And then obviously Tarek Skubal with the bodies in the elbow that's going to have him out for several months. They're plagued. Cleveland's interesting because they've got that Deluder kid and the Bazana kid, that those are their 2 prospects that they are hoping come up and thrive. And maybe I'm wrong here. Are we seeing the end of Jose Ramirez?
I don't
Struggling
know.
long. I mean, we're
this
almost
whole season has been terrible.
And we're almost mid-May.
I know. It is.
We're almost mid-May, and so I don't know where they're at. Their pitching staff is decent, but the Royals have been all right. They go for the series win today against them as they've taken 2 out of the first 3. But I think the way your division is the emphasis on why you win now, at least for me.
Well, yeah, you have to win now. This division is total garbage. I mean, it really is. There's 2 teams in the American League over 500, the Yankees and Rays, and that is it. And then you look in the National League, and like everybody's over 500 over there. So, you even got the Cardinals that are playing really good baseball right now. Nobody knew anything about him, which, by the way, did you see the guy try to jump out of Busch Stadium last night?
over the railing in the stadium. Yeah. But props to the fans that brought him back, and he tried to start fighting him.
I know this guy was going to go over the rail.
Enjoy the slammer tonight, sir.
Yeah, seriously, this guy was going to go over the rail and jump out of the stadium, and these fans saved this guy and pulled him back in. I mean, I'll never forget watching the guy fall out of Arrowhead. It was unbelievable to see something like that from the upper deck down to the lower deck. It was scary as hell. He lived because he was hammered, but
he was numb.
Yeah, no, but that's what they said. Had he not been drunk, he would have died. I said, had he not been drunk, he wouldn't have fallen from the upper deck. But this guy was trying to jump out of the stands, and the Cardinals are playing good baseball right now. So I think it is a win-now mode for the Royals because also, too, Lugo and Walker are only locked up for the next, year or so, right? So it is a great opportunity to throw your chips in the center. When you look at the Baseball America Top 100, and which I do, I've always looked at that as kind of my Bible of prospects because that's their MO. That's what they do, right? And so I take their list probably a little bit more serious than some of the other ones. And you look around not the Tigers, but the Twins, the White Sox, and the Guardians all have 5 players in the top 100 right now. And the Royals have 2. One's a 17 or 18-year-old pitcher, and one is this new kid they drafted last year, a kid that plays shortstop and third base at single A, who came in at number 94, I think it was, on that prospect list. So I think you've got to go now. You have a golden opportunity to push your chips into the middle and go all in and make one of those brave trades that maybe this organization hasn't seen before. Who that is, and maybe now you have a setback with Cameron and with potentially, having, not the Tommy John surgery, but Cole Reagan's potentially missing some time. So maybe you don't have the arsenal that you want. But I think right now, man, you cannot fear making a big-time trade and giving up basically anybody in the minor leagues to move this organization forward and capitalize on a really bad season for the entire division. You have a golden opportunity here. How brave are you going to be, and are you going to go for it? Because I think the Royals need to go for it right now.
Yeah, I don't think that it's as a concern as much to me just because you have Kaggs, Carter, Avila all up here on your roster. You have your third baseman, who's young and you signed. Bobby Witt Jr. is your shortstop, who's a superstar who you have and signed. Vinny Pasquantino is your first baseman. If you need anything, you need a second baseman. To me, is like if the Chiefs needed a right guard. That's the emphasis I have on that. I'm okay with Michael Massey playing that position. He's done enough defensively. He's done enough offensively for me to believe that he's there. He's definitely been a step up from Jonathan India, who, by the way, you did trade somebody for who was not in your minor league system, who was a pitcher on your active roster. I think you have to monitor the pitching situation 100%.
Yep.
100%. I don't know how long Diaz is going to be here for the Kansas City Royals. The San Diego Padres guy they got, the catcher that was there last night.
Catcher,
I don't think he's part of anything. So if you have Jensen and Sal, catching's fine. So if Blake Mitchell's there, you've also got this kid Hammond who's going to be good eventually one day. But this is the team of the next 5 years.
But who's pitching in the next 5 years from a starting standpoint? That's where I come to the conclusion.
You could say that about every team.
Of course, but I don't care about the other teams. I'm looking at the Royals right now. The 2 best pitchers are going to be gone.
I didn't say you had to care about the other teams. That's baseball.
Yeah, but
nobody has the same rotation for 5 years.
But, I mean, we're talking about the position players. That's great. Who's pitching over the next 5 years? Because the minor leagues, quite honestly, it's not real good right now. It's not a rich minor league system. They're in the 20s. Every team in their division is in the top 10
because none
in
of the
minor
teams in their
leagues.
division have their prospects up.
Well, that's fine, but Detroit's had some prospects up. They've got the McGonigal kid that's up right now. He's a prospect. The Indians have Bazana up right now. He's their top prospect right now. No, but he's up at the big league level. You just said they weren't up.
Yeah, they have one player. The Royals have 4.
Okay, but the Royals have nothing left. There's nothing down there right now. So that's why it is a win-now mode, because you don't have the arsenal down there right now to reload and have that next wave. Had we had the Haas and the Moose class down there, or Bobby and Vinny and those guys down there right now ready to come up, I think we're having a different conversation. We're talking about bringing those guys up to the party. Let's go. Let's do this thing right now. But you've got an organization that is prime right now to take advantage of a bad division and a bad American League, honestly. I mean, it's not just about going for it to win the division this year. Other than the Yankees, who's a threat right now in the American League? I mean, you could carry this thing all the way to the American League Championship Series and be playing the Yankees for the right to be going to the World Series. That's why it has to be an all-in. You have to assess as a general manager your team now, where you're going to be, everybody else, what's going on around the game, and determine, hey, we got an opportunity here. And I think the Royals do, especially with Lugo and Waka at the top of that rotation, man. Those are two studs that they have that go out there every fifth day and give you everything they have and give you basically a win every fifth day. You've got those two guys at the top of your rotation who aren't going to be here for much longer. I think it is. I think it is a go for it now. Let's go unload whatever you need to do to make sure you get into the playoffs this year. You go ahead and do. Because if you don't, then you're looking back and you go, man, did we miss that window of 2026 where we had a great opportunity and we just didn't get aggressive enough? And that's what I'm cautioning again. I want them to be uber aggressive in all of this. And that's what I'm excited about, the potential of being uber aggressive and taking advantage of the slop out there.
So what do you want them to go get?
Well, I think you have to go get a pitcher right now. I do. I think we've had enough injuries at the beginning of the season. You need to go out and get yourself a pitcher. You need to get yourself another bat in the lineup. And I do. I think you need to solidify your bullpen. I think there's question marks all over right now. You go out there and you make your team as strong as you possibly can because you're facing guys and you're facing teams that aren't good right now. So beef the hell up out of your team and go out there and dominate and take advantage when everybody else is down. That's the opportunity that the Royals have right now, because you look around the rest of baseball, or the rest of the American League, it is a sad state of affairs out there right now. So if everybody's playing poor, go out there and be aggressive and do something different. Be bold and go out there and make one of these type of moves and say, hey, we're here, man. We're going for it. And your fans will be excited, and those guys in the locker room will be excited too. It matters to them.
This is kind of the timeline of what you want in a baseball team, though, right, Bob? You want that aggressiveness. You want to see that. You don't want to see them up high on a prospects list.
No, but I want them to be aggressive because they're not. Because if they're not aggressive and they don't get in, and then you miss this opportunity, then moving forward, you're like, all right, what do we have right now? We don't have a whole heck of a lot. So that's why you have to take advantage of these opportunities. As we know here in Kansas City, we don't get many opportunities to be good. This is an opportunity to be good. Go out there and instead of being good, go out there and dare to be great. Go out there and dare to make a move that nobody's thinking about, that surprises everybody, that goes, oh my God, I can't believe they made this type of move. Don't go out and get somebody that we all know is going to be on that expiring contract. Go out there and make a bold move. Who that is, I don't know at this point. That's for them to figure out. They get paid the big bucks, but that's what I want to see. I want to see this organization do things differently than they've done in the past, and I want to see them be 14-15 and go out there and be bold. Throw your nuts out there on the table and say, we believe we're one of the best teams in the league. We need to shore some things up. Let's go.
I just think that the only move that you can make to have your nuts on the table would be getting rid of something that you can't get rid of, and that's a pitcher. And that'd be like getting rid of Chris Bubich.
Yeah,
you don't have control of him anymore.
Right.
He's a UFA next year. He's going to get a ton of money because he's a lefty. Now, the injury concern will scare some people, but again, I don't know. I don't know, because your pitching rotation right now, you can imagine if Reagan's has to miss a start, Kolek's going to come back up. I think he's shown enough to where he can be a fourth or fifth starter. And then you have but you have Cameron, you have Lugo, you have Waka, and you have Bubich, and then you have Kolek as a fifth starter. I mean, that's fine with me. I just don't know like where you're going to go get that guy. But so far, I mean, I'm with you, man. I thought about this last night looking at the doc. I mean, this division alone is wounded, and it's weak, and it's not good. It feels like the NFC West from a while ago when they had like 7-9, 7-9, and whatever it was,
8 won the division,
and then the Seahawks walked themselves with beast mode into the Super Bowl.
Right,
and you're like, how did an 8-8 team? 100, So,
but that could be the Royals. Like they're 17-20 now, 3 games under 500. Nobody's thinking about it. But that's the American League this year. Mm-hmm. They're in it. They're in the middle of this thing.
That's why I told people all the time when everyone says they got to get to 500 and be back. No, they don't, because nobody's there.
Well, yeah, no. two of the 15 teams in the league. I mean, it's pathetic. But that to me says it's even more of a reason to go for it, because everybody is so bad. Put your foot on the throat of people. Be like Patrick Mahomes in that Grim Reaper moment. Pretend it's 13 seconds left and you got the ball down 3. How aggressive are you going to be? How bad do you want it? Go out there and dominate the moves. Go out there and
us in NFL history.
So he's not going to just play defense. Or did Liam Cohen get got? Somebody leaked his report out there. It's like, well, actually, he's going to play both sides of the ball. We have no plan on changing any of that. I call cap on that. He's not good. He's not good on offense. He's not going to play offense. Nobody can play both sides of the NFL today.
Sides. Yeah.
Well, when
It's
you're
not
the
like
general
you're not being
manager,
good. You can't do it.
James Gladstone is the guy he's the GM, right? The former guy from Full House. He's that guy.
Yes.
He's
Is it
the
weird
GM.
we know more GMs in the NFL than managers in baseball?
No.
It's so
No,
interesting.
I mean, it is. It's
interesting. It is a little
was
weird.
Like,
Bob and I were in the subway in New York, and I was just going, manager this guy, manager this team, manager this team. And he was like,
managers used to be, but because back in the day, all the managers were retired players, right? Now the money is so high, they're not doing that. They don't need to make any money after they're done retiring. So you don't see the former players manage, because when we were managing, you watched the guys play, then they went to the dugout, they were the hitting coach, they drank a beer, lit a cigarette, had some fun.
But my bad, you were talking Jacksonville GM.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I'm talking about.
About Travis
now.
Hunter, did he get got?
So the GM, he says, no, he's going to play both sides of the ball. A week after the coach said he's not. I'm more concerned, is there a relationship issue going on down there, with Jacksonville? Are they on the same page in that team? Because that's a team that you have to look at now as a potential contender in the AFC, right? I mean, they had themselves a nice year last year with Liam Cohen and Joey Gladstone being their general manager. So, that's the other Joey. But this is also, to me, the first kind of crack that you're starting to see in Jacksonville. The coach last week said, no, he's a one-side-of-the-ball player. The GM, whose ass is on the line for drafting this guy number 2, says, oh, no, he's going to be both-way player. It's a CYA move by the general manager. That's what that is. And now you have to say, are the coach and GM on the same page here? Because if the coach is saying he's a one-way player and the GM's coming out a week later and saying he's a two-way player, it appears to me as there is, something in the water down there in Jacksonville that isn't right in the front office of the Jaguars.
The plan has not changed at all. He's going to play both sides of the football, just as we drafted him to do, and just as we have the same vision for him in terms of being able to give him those opportunities. Now, is it day by day in terms of what he looks like in his process of rehab? Absolutely. But the plan to play him on both sides of the ball as much as possible, that has absolutely stayed the same. It's stayed consistent. I think people look at naturally and see that Greg Newsome left and that there's a spot there that people are just plugging him into. Well, would love for him to play as much as humanly possible on both sides of the ball.
No, there's your caveat right there. As much as humanly. Well, we tried to get
ball.
We had plans to get him into the game, and they just didn't work today. He was going to pitch in the 7th, but it got out of hand. Or we had a couple of plays in the playbook for him offensively. It just got out of hand. But again,
we'd love to see him pitch into the 8th.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, we'd love to have guys go 9, 3rd inning, 4th inning gone. So it's sports lies is what that is, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have a group of 10 to 15 gadget Travis Hunter plays that they'll run in the red zone, or maybe on a 3rd and 15 they'll bring him in.
Right.
Like he'll be a gadgety guy.
Ooh, I got an idea.
Let me ask you this: who has more production offensively this year, Justin Fields or Travis Hunter?
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. He's the Justin. Yeah, so we're all on the same page.
Yeah. But he's not a quarterback. Like Justin Fields, I would take over Travis Hunter at this point in time.
Travis Hunter's really athletic.
Is he more athletic than? Got to be. Ready?
Yeah, I'm taking the arm for Justin Fields, though. You can't find that kind of arm, And Travis Hunter doesn't have that. And Travis Hunter may be a little bit more athletic, but having the ability to throw the ball downfield like Justin Fields does as a quarterback adds another wrinkle into what he can do, and therefore I would take Justin Fields.
But he can cover receivers.
Well, they play him on defense.
Exactly. Have him be a great corner.
Yeah, exactly. Focus on being a great corner, because when you try to do too many things, you're not great at anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's only one of the hardest positions in all of sports.
Yeah.
Being a good corner. Here's Jay Binkley.
I'd go Travis Hunter. I mean, it's like a generational unicorn drafting. If they go that way, but I'll tell you this much right now. There's a much better chance that in the end, when you look at their careers, who's got a better career, Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter? It's going to be Travis Hunter.
Neither right now, though.
Who's bigger?
Neither right now.
Exactly.
Who's bigger at this point? But neither right now. Both of them have done nothing.
You heard that word, generational.
Yeah.
I just want to remind everyone, that was the word regularly. Jay Binkley was not a hot that was what was being used. Transcendent, generational, once-in-a-lifetime type athlete.
Right.
No. He's 5'9", $180, soaking wet, and he runs fast and jumps high. That's not football.
Can I ask you to do a favor going forward for all of us? Anytime we hear stuff like that or stuff that's too good to be true, let's all take the other side and let's run a test for like the next year. And where everybody's saying this guy's a generational talent, Matt goes, no, he's not. Or like last night, Embiid's out of the game. The Knicks are favored by 10.5 immediately, and I'm thinking to myself, no way they're winning by 10.5. No, this is a trap.
This is
a trap, and Travis Hunter kind of like a trap. So, like, when we hear stuff like that, we need to start keeping a list of how much of this stuff actually panned out and how much of this stuff, we took just the other side on just to see and kind of keep a running tab so we can go back to it and go, yeah, no, this is kind of what we were talking about a year ago with this guy.
Yeah.
And so I just think right now, focus on one side of the ball. You had the 1 year moving forward, but if the GM and the head coach aren't on the same page, that's a major problem. You have got to be in an organization where your head coach and your general manager are on the same page, regardless of what that sport is. Now, you can have disagreements. I'm fine with that. Those are healthy. You got to have some no men around telling you, that's not the right way to do things. But to not have those guys on the same page is a problem, and it clearly seems with this player, they're not on the same page.
Jay Binkley or Liam Cohen?
Come on.
I'm so glad I was pulling the audio this morning. I was like, what?
The plan.
Hey. I'm just saying, man, I don't know if it's Liam Cohen or Bink, man. Because you hear that, and then you hear this.
Hey, well, yo, man. Well,
I don't think anybody knows what he was talking about.
I mean, this lady thought she had stepped on melted lava yesterday when really all there was lava coming out of somebody's ass. 96.5 The Fan, you're home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Baseball is back, and BetMGM, official partner of Major League Baseball, is bringing the high heat all season long. All season long, you can log into the BetMGM app and receive top-tier promos that put you in the batter's box and up the excitement for America's pastime. Step up to the plate all season with Swing for the Fences, the free-to-play game where every swing could score you rewards. We're talking parlay boost tokens, odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost, and even bonus spins all season long. And the action doesn't stop there. Get more out of every at-bat and every inning with MLB same-game parlay boost. Stack your picks and boost your potential payout. Plus, lock in bigger value with MLB odds boost tokens and MLB parlay boost tokens all season long. More boost, more swings, more chances to win. Download the BetMGM app and step up to the plate today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
When Kansas City storms roll through, hail and wind can damage your roof without you even realizing it. If your home was hit, call us at Century Roofing for a free inspection today. We handle every step with your insurance company, making the process stress-free and easy for you. For over 35 years and more than 35,000 roofs, we've been protecting Kansas City homes. Let us protect yours. Trust the pillars of strength with KC-based and female-owned. Century Roofing, KC.com.
Century Roofing, trust the pillars of strength.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today.
Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Save $2 when you buy 2 cans of Superior Products Coverall Tire Dressing. Plus, get 4 times O-Rewards points now at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Spring is showing up and showing out. Give your yard its own moment with limited time deals from Lowe's. Grab select 1.5-gallon annuals hanging baskets, 2 for only $15. Plus, we've got Miracle-Gro 0.75 cubic foot garden soil, 5 bags for just $10. A little dirt, a little color, and we are so back. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid 5/7 through 5/13. Selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and Renner Garage Door is giving back. 5% of sales go to Authentic Life Foundation, and you get 5% off your project. Visit RennerDoor.com.
RENNER, RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
Grand Valley into Blue Springs, things are heavy, 70 westbound. You hit slowdowns past the Buckner exit, and once you get over towards Adams Dairy, it bogs down and just crawls up towards the accident before 7 Highway, with the left lane blocked. East side, 70 westbound, slow from Manchester traffic way to 31st Street with construction. And then the Kansas side, 635 northbound, heavy from K5 to the bridge. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Taco, taco Ford. They smell like cheesy feet and taco, taco Ford. It's all that spicy meat and taco, taco farts.
Taco farts? Where did you find this? Stoned in college? 100%.
What is this? Yeah, this
sounds like either Breaking Bad or Breaking Ass.
It's got little animated poop emojis as a mariachi.
I'm not surprised.
I like it. Yeah, I do like it a lot, I'll tell you. It's a good song.
It's great.
Very nice song, yes.
Oh, McDonald's $2.50 McDouble sparks backlash as Americans say fast food is no longer cheap.
Oh, $2.50? I think it's pretty good these days for something. People are upset about a $2.50 burger?
I don't know. I didn't click on the article. But
I didn't either because I saw that headline a lot. I'm like, I'm out of the I'm just going to do a tweet and a post on Instagram, just a fake rage about something that really isn't that big a deal. $2.50 for a cheese, for what is it, a McDouble you said?
Yeah, McDouble $2.50. And then somebody says the internet has had backlash. This is from the New York Post. The takeout. I guess that's I don't know. Journalists reported, anyone remember when the McDouble used to be 99 cents? It was only 10 years ago.
For God's sakes, move it. Fuck. That got me almost.
Yes. Yeah, fudge. Yeah. I remember working at Jack Stack. They used to have a sandwich called the 59er, and it was 59 cents, and people would come in and they'd be like, do you remember when that sandwich was 59 cents? I'm like, no, I don't. I wasn't alive in 1962.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I do it jokingly, but I talk about the $2.99 Big Mac meal at McDonald's. I know that's not the case anymore. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop complaining about prices and comparing them to a decade ago.
Somebody just needs to like come up with a fast food concept like Costco. What's the dog? $1.50?
$1.50 hot dog.
Never changed?
Yeah, they announced it again the other day. They're not changing the $1.50 hot dog.
Love the $1.50 hot dog.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't understand at McDonald's that I can kind of complain about, I don't understand why medium fries are like $3.29.
It's ridiculous.
Like that I don't understand. Like it's a potato shredded and you have a mass amount of them.
Yeah.
That I don't get. Now, I whatever, like the $2.50 for a McDouble, $1.99 probably I'd be okay with. $2.50 is a little high.
Yeah.
But you think about it, you get a McDouble and medium fry, you spent $6. Or you can go to Hy-Vee and get a salmon meal for $6.99.
Yeah.
Up to you. You just have to cook it.
Exactly. You have
Yeah.
to cook it, and it's better for you, actually, than going out there and grabbing the fast food. But the complaints, and it goes to this story with this woman and the guy farting on her at the grocery store in the
Insane.
aisle. I mean, it's come on, man.
She's upset. Big time upset. I don't know. Do we have the audio of that? We don't need it if we don't have it.
I didn't add it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
So basically, here's the story. This lady goes to TikTok, which first off is a joke. She's mad because somebody came down the aisle that she was at in the grocery store, cut ass, and it got on her. So she started crying and making put this post about how her world ended because someone farted and it got on her. Well, of course. Oh, that you gotta wipe after that one.
I'll turn it down.
I mean, that
This
one
is just 10 hours of farting.
10 hours?
10 hours, and it's
That's
just
insane.
Yeah.
Just pot that up randomly.
I love it. 10 hours of farts.
And so this lady's, freaking out. So I sent it to the guys, and all of a sudden it just starts with Bob's immediate reaction. All right, what is the worst place you could possibly fart in public?
Yeah, where is that?
Is it the airplane?
Yeah, being on an airplane is pretty bad.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah.
Because that's not going anywhere.
No,
Because,
it's
they're
bad.
sealed, right? Otherwise, we'd suck out of the windows. I said they're the elevator.
Elevator's
elevator
bad, too.
really bad, but
Yeah.
at least you're getting off.
Yeah, but even still, what? But
yeah,
I mean, if you're on floor 1 and somebody rips one and you're going on a slow elevator to 15 and it's stopping at every level as you go up.
Yeah, you're not in the 102 building where it's
Yeah, right. Boom, up to the top in 60 seconds. Like that would have been an okay place to fart,
Still,
because
that's a long
But
minute.
still, I mean, it is. It is a long minute, man. It really is.
Church?
So.
Church is bad.
I mean, it's disrespectful to the Lord, let alone you got.
and you're standing and you're sitting.
Well, confusion say, man who fart in church, sit in own pew.
How about a bus?
Bus is pretty bad.
What about the subway in New York?
Yeah.
Nah, that's not bad. There's other smells that just will drown that out. Meth and,
fentanyl,
body odor. Like a fart on the subway, you'd be like, that's actually a pleasant smell down here.
Oh, where'd you go? Brooklyn?
Yeah, well, exactly. So farting during sex would not be good.
It's happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's not good.
No.
Yeah, you look.
Doesn't exactly keep the mood going. Yep, there it is.
Max said he farted this morning.
He did? Good.
I did fart this morning.
And Sonia goes, oh.
She's like, this fart smells bad. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
He just goes, good
Does.
morning.
Yeah, I was like, good morning to you as well.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's when you know you're in a good relationship is when you can blow ass around your significant
absolutely.
other. Yeah.
I remember the first time I did it.
Oh, how many months did you date before you guys were able to?
I was really early.
Oh.
4 months? 3 months?
Oh, that's not that early, but
I felt like it was
90
early.
to
Yeah.
120 days.
Yeah, you're right. And then I just let it rip, baby.
Yeah, I
And
guess
she
my
can do
wife
the
is like
same?
6 months is kind of the rule.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, she can do the same.
What about a trip in the car?
Depends on
You
who
can
you're
open a window.
with.
Your
Yeah,
family.
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, you just open the window.
Yeah,
Everybody
they expect it
laughs.
from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone laughs.
Right. Everybody has a good time. Everybody ha-ha-has,
Who was it? Yeah.
Right. Whoever smelt it dealt it, and you can't blame
Silent
the
but-
dog.
yeah.
Silent but deadly. Yeah.
Exactly. The whole
Somebody says elevator for sure. That was a good one.
That's a good one right there.
Somebody
yeah.
said the strip club.
Oh my God.
That's tough. If you're cutting ace at a strip club, man. Oh, here comes fire and cinnamon. Grow up.
Exactly.
Man, restaurant?
Depends on what kind of restaurant. White tablecloth, linen, nice place, yes. Loud restaurant where there's a wait for 45 minutes.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're all right.
Let it
yeah,
rip.
Yeah. Court would probably be a bad place.
I think I might have a good one. Movie theater.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
A, you're going to get away with it.
Yeah.
But B, like, come on. We're
Yeah.
all eating popcorn, taking drinks.
And that may be, what if it's one of those that linger, too, in the movie theater? And you got to sit there and be like, oh, my God.
Just float into the popcorn. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Job interview from the 816.
Oh, could you imagine sitting in a job interview? Yeah.
That's like the like Step Brothers, starting to think those tuxedo shirts are the tuxedos are kind of a little effed up now.
What about like the doctor's office?
Yeah.
Like you're in that robe and they're examining you and you're like,
ooh.
And you already feel like weird and vulnerable.
Yeah.
Somebody said the chiropractor.
Oh, yeah, that would be a bad one, too.
I'm sure they're used to that.
Yeah, my sister's a massage therapist. She said it happens all the time.
I mean, yeah.
She's like, they can't help it.
Yeah.
Because, like, massage therapists, there's, like, different levels. Like, there's one that are just, like, kind of tender, and they just kind of, and then there's people that just love you to get in there with your elbow and, like, dig into their shoulder.
That. Yes, dig
and
deep.
that's my sister's style. And she's like, you get in that lower back, and all of a sudden, it's just like, you're pushing, and that happens.
Yeah, and that happens. It does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's uncontrollable at times.
Somebody said funeral. Man.
Yeah, that's especially like a loud one. That's not cool.
Yeah, if it's really bad, they might come back from the dead. Oh, labor or delivery room? Oh, man, that's got to be tough. But, I mean, okay. Sorry. Oh, it's great. Oh, man, movie theater might be tough. Hey, guess what? Baseball's back, and I'll prove it on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Grow up.
Hey, it's Matt Quatrero, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you something. Park and Go is where it's at when you're headed out of town this year. Anytime, really, not this year. Anytime you're headed out of town, Park and Go is the spot to go to park your car at KCI. Number one, you're going to get great customer service. Number two, you're going to save a big chunk of money. And number three, you're going to get all covered parking at Park and Go. So what you're going to do is you're going to make your flight reservation. Then you're going to go immediately to bookparkandgo.com. And there, here's what you're going to do. You're going to make your reservation and prepay. When you prepay, you save money. You get it for the cheapest amount possible. And then you go to Park and Go and you get all of that covered parking on the day of your flight. You pull in, they direct you to the spot that they have reserved for you. And when you get to that spot, they meet you right away and take you to the airport terminal. You're there in no time at all. When you get back, grab your bags, walk outside, jump on the bus, and it's right back to the trunk of your car. So join their frequent parker program like we did and earn points towards free parking. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. The best deals in parking. Bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more. Visit our inventory at ShawneeMissionFord.com.
Hey, it's Cole, and I have exciting news. Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. Over at Shawnee Mission Ford, you pay what they pay, and you still get the rebates and incentives offered by Ford, along with the top trade-in value from Shawnee Mission Ford, who's on a mission to do more in 26.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Grand Valley into Blue Springs, long delays, 70 westbound. You hit slowdowns past the Buckner exit. Crawls for 3 miles over to an accident before 7 Highway with the left lane blocked in construction zone. Eastbound also heavy, approaching with onlooker interest. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Hey Kansas City, this is Cole Reagans. On your way home from the K, tune into Vern's postgame show right here on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
From the 816, a public school teacher here. I can tell you that a classroom is not the worst place. In fact, crop dusting a class full of pain in the asses is one of the small joys of being a teacher nowadays, especially when they all look around and start blaming each other. And you're just sitting there. That's great. That's great.
And at this time of the year, too, it's May. It's the end of the year. You got 2 weeks left. The kids don't want to be there. You don't want to see them anymore. Crop dust them.
Oh, it's great. I think Scotty farted. No, it was Michelle. No, it's David. Whole time it was Mr.
You're naming names from the 90s. Grayson, Mason,
Kaylin,
Jason, Kaylin, Caden, Braden, Jaden. Those are the names today. And Molly.
Molly?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was my grandma's name. She went by Molly, Janet, and Nana. I never knew what her real name was. R.I.P. Baseball's back, and this is why. And I'm going to tell you this. Viewership, this comes from MLB Communications. Viewership for national exclusive MLB games to the first weekend of May is 2.28 million, a plus 44, great band, plus 44% increase over the last year, and it's the best start in almost a decade, 9 years. Okay? So Fox, NBC, ESPN, Netflix, people are watching baseball. You don't have to, but it's up 44%. Almost 50% is up in viewership. It's at its highest point, in my opinion, since the summer of 98. Does anybody want to disagree with that?
No, I think you're absolutely right about that.
Okay.
Anybody that wants to disagree with that, no, that summer of 98 was as hot as it got for baseball.
What they're doing with the sport is like what Greg Maddux did with a two-seam fastball. They didn't miss, and they came out of nowhere and still found their spot. Have they missed on a rule change?
No, God, no.
Right?
Okay. No, now, you're asking me who loves all this stuff. Ask somebody else. They may have a different opinion, but I don't think they did at all. No.
I don't give a rip if 2 people out of 50 don't like the ghost runner on second.
I love the ghost runner.
You just don't understand baseball because nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see an 18-inning game go 6.5 hours.
No, nobody's interested in that.
And
the players sure as hell aren't even interested in that.
The World Baseball Classic, hit or miss?
Hit.
Okay. The baseball card industry.
Hit.
We're going to have a guy in studio today who did the John Port card, and baseball cards are gone. They've gone by. They've got the NFL.
But that's why we were so into baseball as kids, because the card industry was so big when we were kids. Everybody had every card. You knew every player on every team. It was an automatic buy-in. Now, it's different because everybody's on the hunt for the expensive cards now, and it's not like it was for us where you could be a kid and collect cards and learn the game.
But hobbies change.
Hobbies change, absolutely, yeah.
The price tag is fun because you can go get the highest, most thought-after card, but you might stumble across a to 10.
Yeah.
You might not get the $20,000 card, but you might stumble across a $1,000 card.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's all your options out there.
Right.
So you go from the rule changes that I don't think they've missed on.
Nope.
You go to the World Baseball Classic that was a smash. You go to the baseball card industry and the views that you've seen on the telly. Okay? Do not, and I repeat, do not lock out or hold out this offseason. Because
I know that's the other thing. It's such a hot sport right now. How dumb can they be?
Because if you have stated this week, and as Colin Cowherd will always say, the stars got to be stars.
Yeah.
Well, this is where I need the stars to be stars. It's time for them to speak up and be voices so this doesn't leave. Baseball right now, maybe, in my opinion, is the second most followed sports in the United States.
No doubt.
I think football obviously leads, and it's not close.
It's not close.
I don't know where the NBA is total because I haven't really.
Third,
but I don't know how close it is to baseball.
Usually, what I've seen over the years has been a 1 or 2 percentage point difference between the amount of people that are baseball fans versus NBA fans.
Because I don't know. I think you look at the Midwest. You look at basketball. Is basketball fun in Chicago? Right? It hasn't been for 20
like
years.
A cleaned house, yeah.
Right. It's fun in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
It's fun in Minnesota. Okay. But now you have in baseball, with everything that I've just described, from baseball cards to the television ratings to the World Baseball Classic, you have 60 years of generations, 10 to what I will probably say 70, following baseball right now.
Yeah.
No other sport has that.
And for all different
and the only
reasons.
one is the NFL.
But for all different reasons, too, Dusty, which I think is a good thing, actually.
The way your dad watches baseball, the way my dad watches baseball, to the way you watch baseball, to the way I watch baseball, are 3 different generations of 3 different ways that we like to watch baseball.
And don't forget about the kids and how they watch baseball and consume baseball, because it's not the same way you do. It's not the same way I do, and it's clearly not the same way our parents do.
We were at Yankee Stadium. There was a kid wearing a Paul Skeens jersey.
Yeah.
Everybody else wearing Jeter jerseys or Judge jerseys, and we even talked.
We had a guy in an RU jersey too.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, you even went to the kid. You're like, "Hey, man, Paul Skeens, right?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "He'll be a Yankee one day," and he goes, "At least he won't be a Dodger."
Yeah,
and you're
right.
Like,
yeah.
But he's wearing the Paul Skeens jersey as a 12-year-old because he's followed baseball probably because he likes Paul Skeens, not from Pittsburgh,
right,
and lives in New York.
And Livy Dunn helps that as well.
And he's in that age group
It
where
really does.
that's his Britney Spears. That was my Britney Spears at that age. It was
Right.
like older than me, gorgeous. Now Livy Dunn's way too young. But like the thing is like with him, like all of that is there, and that's baseball. Baseball cannot hold out. Baseball cannot miss. And we need these stars to come out and kind of be a voice, because I'm waiting for that guy. I'm waiting for the person to come out and be like, baseball's fun. Baseball's cool. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, but you've got
They're just not personal.
They're not personal. There's not a lot of very entertaining baseball players, interesting baseball players off the field. But I think what they need to do is to understand where they are. But the problem is they don't. And that's been the ultimate problem that I've had with baseball players over the years when you talk about the labor stuff and going back to COVID and watching the way that the players behave during COVID and the way that the players have behaved during strikes. They act like they're out there doing something like curing cancer. You're playing baseball. You're an entertainment option is what you are, okay? And if you decide as an entertainment option that you're going to go away, well, people will find other entertainment options. And all of this amazing stuff that's going on right now, you'll be back to square zero, and you'll have to start all over again and rebuild. And remember what happened after that 94 strike when they missed games and they ended up missing the World Series and they missed the start of the next season. It took until 2026, Dusty, basically to today, to get this sport back to where it was back in 1994 before the strike happened.
98 was a blip.
98 was a blip.
And 99 was fun.
Yeah, but a quick blip. But now it's legitimately back to where you do have those superstars in the game, where you do have the card industry, the television industry, and the television numbers are up is because they're actually doing a good job of putting everybody on national television. Amazing what that does. The Royals are now going to be on Sunday Night Baseball for the second time this season. The Royals weren't on Sunday Night Baseball 2 times in the entire time ESPN had Sunday Night Baseball. And we went to 2 world championships that year. So NBC's doing a great job, I think, with baseball. Obviously, Fox has got their hand in it. And ESPN right now having MLB.TV, giving you a one-stop shop basically for all the games except your local game, is really good for the sport as well. And so I was looking at some things yesterday when it comes to the streaming side of things. Almost half of America is getting their TV now from streaming, which is by far the number one way. So it's all trending there. People are watching these games. They're paying attention. And at the end of the day, it's a really good product right now with really good stars. But I think ultimately, Dusty, I think the card industry is one of the biggest reasons why this sport is back to where it is, if not the biggest reason.
I think a lot of it, too, of why I think one of the bigger reasons why baseball is back is because baseball is listening to their fans is the NFL. The NFL changes rules every single year, and not everybody agrees with them, right? And then the rules that people want changed, they don't listen.
Right.
Baseball added pitch clock. They added a ghost runner.
Yep.
They took away the shift. And what were the biggest complaints of baseball 5 years ago? Games are too long. Batting average is down.
Yep.
How do you fix that? Well, guess what? You can't shift anymore the way that you used to. And by the way, you've got 10 seconds to throw a pitch.
That's right. We've
Well,
created
I can't
offense.
do that. Yes,
Yeah.
you can. We've done the science. You can throw a pitch in 10 seconds. And if you can't, it's a ball. And your ass is getting in that batter's box. And if you can't, it's a strike.
Right.
Heard that. How much fun has baseball been the last 2 years?
It's been great.
It's a renaissance in front of our faces.
Because of the rules, too, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
And what did the NFL just do with its card game? They just introduced Topps Chrome. They just introduced, football. I mean, they've been around.
And
but
they've introduced a
Topps got
Tom
into
Brady
it.
card store in every NFL market right
There's
now.
one in Power Line.
I know. Yep. Everybody was like, all of a sudden one day I'm getting all these texts from people like, Tom Brady's opening a store here. Like, there was one in Austin, Texas. There's one in here. There's one out in Vegas, obviously. There's one, up in New England. He's opening all of these card shops all over the country right now. And I do believe the card industry is huge for the popularity of every sport. Every sport.
And I know that before you come after with the football, they had the cards, but Topps came to football. And it's been what people are gravitating to. So, man, you sit at number 2, but you could close the gap between you and number 1 if you just can keep this thing rolling and get a few people to stand up and be voices for baseball because that's all they need.
But if they go to a lockout.
Who's the voice of the NFL? Is there too many?
Tom Brady?
I don't think so.
No, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. The voice of the NFL.
I mean, is there just too many personalities where just because is Justin Jefferson entertaining? Not really. Jamar Chase entertaining? He's more of just soundbite. Because you asked for the guy, right? They have a face. Is it Mahomes? I don't think it is.
I don't either.
I think you have faces.
I think Kelsey.
I think the NFL is just so popular and entertaining that they don't need one.
Yeah, and there is that. I mean, Kelsey may be the face of the NFL. Everybody knows him. Even non-football fans know who Travis Kelsey is.
Yeah, even people at the Met Gala.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Kelsey's probably that guy. I do. I think he's kind of the face of this thing.
Burrow.
Yeah.
He's trending that way.
People really respect him, I feel like.
Do you think Burrow's going to be around a long time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not in Cincinnati.
No. He loves football.
That's a divorce waiting to happen.
I think
you've had those
so,
friends
yeah.
before where you get to the party and they're like, oh, they seem to be having a rough time again. It's and then a year later, you're like, yeah, we decided. You're like, oh.
Finally.
Yeah. Oh,
Everyone
man.
keeps bringing up L.A. as his next destination.
Could
Watch out
be.
for Minnesota.
Well, they got Ty
Watch out
Simpson.
for Minnesota.
So what are they gonna finesse Ty Simpson on somebody else? That was the plan the whole time.
That'd be awesome.
Foist. Yeah, they'll foist him on somebody.
him, yeah.
Just like they did with who was
Larry's
the
secretary.
Yeah, but they foisted somebody recently in the NFL. Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo was kind of foisted on San Francisco, or But you see that Matt Flynn was foisted on Seattle back in the day.
I was a big believer.
Dude, he got
I was
so
a big
much
Flynn
money
believer.
for 2 games. Jason Kelsey faced the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Somebody said Diana Rossini. Whoa.
No.
Whoa. We didn't
She's
even-
on a boat.
Maybe face down in the NFL.
Who had more fun on the boat, the Minnesota Vikings or Diana Rossini?
I think Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Coming up next, we get back to the draft and what this year means, because it could mean 2.0. And plus, you sound like you're from London. Here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you something. My friends at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control are the best. And you probably say, Bob, why are they the best? What makes them better than everybody else? And I'll tell you what makes them better than everybody else. They're people. That's what makes them better than everybody else. Because at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, they're all college-educated professionals that know exactly what they're doing to make your lawn look like it should, the best on the block. And that's what they did for us. After 12 years of looking at our grass and figuring out ways to not get it looking good, we we decided to call the college-educated professionals at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. And they came out, took over the yard, and did unbelievable things. Our yard is now the best on the block. And now as we're into May, it is the outdoor season. You're going to want to be sitting outside enjoying the weather, right? You want to put that mosquito dome over your house. It protects you, it protects your family, and it protects your pets as well because it keeps out the mosquitoes, the ticks, and the fleas, and everybody can enjoy the outside this summer and spring with that mosquito dome from my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. Right now, they're going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
They call this one Bill.
Whoa, aliens? Am I in a spaceship?
Affirmative, Bill.
What's with the laser saw?
Relax. We are cutting our bill in half.
What?
An Xfinity mobile transmission says you can cut your bill in half.
Oh, your mobile bill, not me, Bill.
Xfinity Mobile also says we can try it free for a year. Free.
Yes, with no commitment. Can we put the saw away?
I am reluctant. But we will find another being to bisect.
That's not sci-fi, it's Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity Internet members cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings compares one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees, extra. $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Some days, self-care starts with Nature-Made gummy vitamins, a deep breath, and a little encouragement.
Mom, I'm really nervous.
Me too, honey, but we've got this. Repeat after me. I'm gonna have a good day.
I'm going to have a good day.
I choose joy no matter what comes my way.
I bring joy wherever I go.
Quality gummy vitamins from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where fine jewelry is always crafted with care no matter the price. Mother's Day, birthdays and graduations, weddings and anniversaries, the new job you got, and even the one you didn't. Give a birthstone necklace, a heart-shaped locket made in Italy, or high-quality diamond studs you can trade up every year. At Shane Company, we have something for everyone, because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Grand Valley into Blue Springs, long delays with an accident before 7 Highway, left lane blocked in the construction zone. So you're down to 1 lane. That's 4-mile backup, and you seek an alternate route. Head down to 40 Highway, eastbound, left lane blocked, and briefly is heavy on that side. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
All right, back at it on a gorgeous, gorgeous Thursday morning here. 96.5 The Fan. It is Fescoe and Dusty with Mac Maury as well. Rolling through what we like to call beautiful time of year as well. Royals last night not taking care of business last night.
Not last night,
but they have been recently taking care of business, doing a nice job with all of that. But as I was telling you yesterday, Mac, and I don't know how much truth that you believe in all of this, but I told you yesterday, I said, man, the excitement for the Chiefs has drastically returned in this town. I mean, after the draft happened and we saw the new players that were added in and people got pumped up for this, this season, I felt that almost immediately swoop back in where the excitement in this town is now officially back for the Chiefs. And I think as fans, we're starting to kind of get our swagger back as well when it comes to the Chiefs and kind of feeling, pretty good about ourselves again. We can walk around and tell everybody we're the best and you're not anymore. Like, I feel like the fans are back into this team. And that's a good thing because you found this story yesterday and I didn't even realize this. The Chiefs are going to be around for a while.
Damn right.
They're not going anywhere. Yep. You think when you look at Travis Kelce and Chris Jones and Patrick Mahomes, the three main pillars of this organization, you probably think, oh, this is an aging team. Quite the contrary. They're now the second youngest team in the NFL. And that does matter. Youth matters. Because the last time we had one of the youngest teams in the NFL, I believe, was in 2022, wasn't it? When we had that great draft and brought in all those young guys and ended up going to 3 straight Super Bowls and winning a couple of championships in the mix. This is another restart to what the Chiefs did in 2022. They're resetting their roster every 4 years. You have to do that in sports. You've got to constantly reset that roster, stay young, stay fresh. And boy, the Chiefs did that almost overnight, guys, by being the second youngest team now in the NFL.
Yeah, I thought that stat was kind of interesting, but then, you kind of go around the room. Quarterback's only 31.
Yep.
Is your oldest player on the team your tight end?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah.
36,
well,
35.
The kicker's probably your second oldest player behind, Chris Jones maybe?
No, his name's
Jones is only 31.
Long snapper. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Winchester. James Winchester. He's got to be up there.
Right.
I would assume he's one of the older ones.
Yeah, because he's been around forever. Yeah, he's been around here since Andy got here. So, yeah, he's probably one 36, of your older guys.
Yeah.
The kicker's probably one of your older guys. Chris Jones is one of your older guys. Travis Kelce is one of your older guys. You look at the offensive line, second-year player, third-year player, fourth-year player, fifth-year player. There are a lot of young guys along the offensive line. Your running back, you got a rookie in there. You signed Ken Walker, who's only had a cup of coffee in the league so far. So, yeah, there's a lot of young folks that they have. Both of your wide receivers are still on their rookie contracts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you look at the secondary, the whole secondary
is young and new, and so this is what you need to do. This is how you replenish your roster and never have one of those down seasons, right? Like the 6-11 thing is going to stand out. That's going to be an albatross in all of this. You don't want 6-11 one year to become 6-11 the next year, 6-11 the next year, and then you're worried about, tanking for a better draft pick and all that kind of stuff. No. You constantly take care of your roster, massage that roster, get rid of the dead weight, bring in younger guys, bring in better players. I think the Chiefs have done a great job. You've sustained success for 13 years, and that's how you sustain success for 13 years. Every year, third of that roster's gone, new folks are brought in. You need that all the time.
Yeah, the rest of the league should be shaking because you look at the other teams around them. Chiefs, you said number 2, second youngest team. Look at the teams around them.
Yeah.
It's the Dolphins. Why are the Dolphins the youngest team in the NFL? Because they just got rid of everybody crap on their team. Yeah, no, you don't know anyone on that team.
Devon Achane.
Yeah, exactly. And then past that, it's like Malik Willis. I never heard of him. Right? Titans, Browns. These are teams that are rebuilding that have been ass for years. No wonder they're young because they've been drafting a bunch of new players and trading all the ones because they are not paying all the ones once they become free agents. Either they're not in the league or why would I keep this guy because my team sucks.
Right.
The Chiefs, you go down. Packers, obviously, they're somewhat a contender. Raiders, Vikings, they got a quarterback question, but still a great roster. Jets, Saints, Panthers. There's 2 or 3 teams in that top 10, but I'm telling you, the majority of that top 10 youngest teams, those are rebuilding teams trying to find themselves, coming into who they are. Not coming off of 5 Super Bowl appearances and 3 wins.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are getting ready for another 2022.
You don't consider this a rebuild for the Chiefs?
This is when sports gets annoying. I would call it a reload or a retool.
Yeah.
Which is so annoying.
This is a mulligan?
Yeah.
They hit their shot out of bounds.
Last
now
year.
they're hitting them. Yeah, now they get a mulligan.
They get a mulligan. Yeah. Now, if you go 6-11 2 straight seasons, we're having real.
Now you got to change your clubs, your bag.
Exactly.
You lose your PGA Tour card.
Yeah, you got to get rid of those Nike clubs, get the Adidas one. You know how it works, right? And so, but that you're right. I do. That's a great comparison and a great analogy. This year is a mulligan. It's a do-over from last year. And if you golf, I don't, but if you're going to do a do-over shot, you probably approach it a little bit differently, right? You probably address the ball, hello, ball, and then you kind of move on and do things a little bit differently than you did in that first shot. Well, you look at what happened last year with the 6-11 season, the Chiefs aren't status quo at all. I mean, they changed their entire offensive coaching staff this offseason, right? New offensive coordinator, new running back coach, new wide receiver coach. They're telling you the position coaches last year were the problem, not the players, but they also got new players on the defensive side of the ball as well. They did a great job in the draft. They addressed positions that needed to be addressed. I think the way that they've approached this season is the way that most golfers probably approached that mulligan. All right, let me redo it over. Let me make sure I got everything right. I don't want to make the same mistakes that I made on the last shot. And they're clearly going out there and fixing every mistake that they had in this organization. And they've basically done it in one offseason. It's crazy.
Yeah, so not everybody uses their mulligan the same way. Not everybody takes golf as serious as some of those guys that wear the white belt, tucked in shirt, and shoot 90. It's like you spend more money on your golf game than you do on your practice. By the way, range bait today at noon on Instagram and Twitter. So
YouTube Shorts.
That's right. And so when you look at how some people use a mulligan, some people in the way that hopefully the Chiefs do it is they'll go to the tee box, and let's say it's like a shorter par 4, right? It's 385 yards. They go up there and hit the driver, slice it off to the right. Like, all right, I'm using my mulligan. You know what they do most of the time?
Same shot?
Yeah. But what golfers that learn do will go get that 3-wood or go get that hybrid and say, you know what? Let's just put it down the middle. I don't need to get 250 yards here. Even if I hit this ball 200 yards in my 3-wood, I'm still only 155 yards away, and I can hit a good club there. You know what the Chiefs did? Hey, let's go back to 22. We don't need to go hit our driver every play. Let's go back to our hybrid club. Let's just get in the field, and then we know that once we get close, we're much better than everybody else. That's the best way I can describe the mulligan analogy for what the Chiefs are doing in 2026.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. They know that they're probably not going to be the best team in the NFL during the regular season. They expect to get better as the year progresses, and everybody has an understanding of the new coaches and what's expected out of them and all the new wrinkles that are going to be in this offense. They're not going to be a finished product on September 12th or whenever the season starts this year. But by the end of the year, I think they're going to be playing some really good football, and it's going to be one of those teams that we're talking about. Nobody wants to see the Chiefs in January, right? We're going to get to the end of the year. They're going to have a playoff spot, and everybody's going to have that conversation of, man, I don't want to see Kansas City. I don't want to see the Chiefs roll into Baltimore or L.A., wherever the case may be. Everybody's going to be fearing the Chiefs, I think, this year in the postseason.
Yeah, that second youngest team that was raw and just filled with talent and speed now has fundamentals, now has coaching. And oh, by the way, they're held up by Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, Andy Reid.
Right.
Like, that's the exact team that you want to make a run. I know, like, as you're saying, they're not going to be finished. But if they win 10, 11 games, they're going to be that Chiefs team that we are used to and we've seen the past few years.
Winning 10 and 11 games, Mac, and showing growth and improvement every week, too. Like, you start week 1, you don't know what to expect. By week 17, week 18, you know Ken Walker's a force. You know that Peter Woods is dominating on the defensive line. Delane's had a couple of interceptions a few times that they've thrown his way. Like, that's kind of what I want towards the end of the year, where we know that this is the best team at this time that they could put out there, and it only got better from where they were in September. I think this is going to be a team that truly does get better as the season goes along because they've got the pedigree to do that. They've done that in the past, and they'll work out some things at the beginning of the year, and by the end of the year, I think we're going to see a Chiefs team that everybody's really excited about from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just say they'll work out.
Oh, sorry.
There'll be kinks with the wide receivers, obviously. I think we all kind of a little bit like, okay, let's see how this wide receiver room goes. 816 says, I'm super excited, guys. I still have a little PTSD with that wide receiver room. Feeling better with O'Shea in the house. But still, I totally get that. They're going to have to figure that out this year. I believe they will with the addition of Ken Walker. And again, this offensive line is going to be awesome. But I do think wide receiver is a topic in the future to be thought of. These are the top 2027 free agents. Let me just read the wide receivers in 2027 that will be free agents. Puka Nacua, Drake London, George Pickens, Chris Olave.
Olave.
I don't think Puka sees the market.
Puka?
I don't think Puka Nacua sees the market.
I would stay away from him. He's Tyreek Hill. Did you see more Tyreek trouble today, by the way?
He's in court.
Yeah, he's in
for
court.
The leg issue.
With the
lady, he hurt her leg.
Yeah, she wants now the information from the NFL on all of this now. She's going after the NFL.
He said he had a fetish for like tall women.
Yeah,
or
he
something
was basically just like, I just felt your breast because I have a fetish, Boobs are magical. Anyways,
Yeah.
Drake London or Chris Olave, I'm all in on next year.
Yeah,
that is pound the table. That is Breece Hall type. Let's go get him.
Okay, that's today. I want you to write that down today. And then let's have the season play out, right? And see if we're still saying that at the end of the year. Because I don't disagree with you at all. I just want to see if the same thing that we're talking about in May is the same thing that we have a problem with. Like I was telling you guys earlier in the show,
Yeah.
write down all this stuff. Let's all take the opposite side of everything that seems too good to be true. But I'd like you to mark that tape, honestly, and let's revisit that at the end of the year. Because if we revisit it at the end of the year, Mac, and that take still holds true, Chad O'Shea didn't do what he was supposed to do. Because I want at the end of the year to be like, we need to sign Rice and we need to sign Worthy. That's where I want to be at the end of the year. I want to see that growth out of those guys where by the time October rolls around, we're all having that conversation. Who should we sign first, Worthy or Rice? Because if we're not having that conversation, then they didn't fix what really needed to be fixed, and that was the talent. And if the talent isn't there, then we got bigger problems because you're not winning as many games.
One word.
First name is blank, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of three, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
Sorry. One word always brought to you by Maloney's, Sandtrap, and The Landy. 3 great local spots that delicious food. TVs galore, outdoor patio seating so you can see all of your wonderful sports teams playing all day long, whenever you want. Don't forget, Thursday at The Landing is $8 cheeseburgers and fries. Happy hour starts at 3. It ends at 7.
Nice.
And then live music hits the outdoor patio starting at 7 o'clock, goes till 10. Gonna be a great day. Go watch the Royals. Get an $8 cheeseburger. Once the game's over, happy hour starts.
Woo.
Once happy hour is over, outdoor for the live music.
Nice.
At The Landing. Which one word today? Brought to you by Maloney's, the Sandtrap, and The Landing. Once again, 3 great local spots, delicious food, TVs galore to watch all your sports teams and Royals and basketball and everything. And they all 3 have outdoor patio seating to enjoy the nice spring weather.
Yeah, you can't complain about the day now. I mean, because Dusty just drew you up the perfect play-by-play. What else do you need?
I don't know.
That's the playbook right there.
Finish Project Hail Mary the book, Mac.
That's exactly right. I'm almost done. I'm getting there. Okay, guys. Brad Stevens looks like he's getting there, too. Like, I mean, man, I'll just hear what you have to say about the talent in the Eastern Conference and moving forward in the NBA.
And team. And I think the other thing that you have to consider, especially for next year, is there were a lot of teams in the NBA that were playing for draft positioning this year. And that will not be the case next year. And so the league's going to be a lot better. The regular season's going to be a lot harder. And it will probably give you a better indication of what everybody really is.
It's General Manager Brad Stevens of the Boston Celtics, him talking about his team and saying, hey, maybe we weren't as good as we thought.
Yeah, I think honesty is the right answer there, but also it parlays into what I was saying, why I want the Royals to go for it, because you don't know what's going to happen next year. The American League could be flipped back on its head, and it could be a very strong league next year. The Boston Celtics did a great job of taking advantage of a down year based on what he said there. I'm just going based on what he said. They did a great job of doing that. He doesn't expect that to be the case next year. They took advantage of it. Now they got bounced in the playoffs, but all regular season long, they gave their fans something to be excited about, thought they were going to go far, and then they failed in the postseason. But his comments about next year, man, that's honesty is the one word that I will use. And again, why I want the Royals to be all in, because we don't know what next year's going to bring.
Genius is what Brad Stevens is. He, man, if I'm Missoula, I am not excited to looking forward to that end of the season meeting.
No.
I'm probably taking my playbook. I'm probably keeping stuff packed up because if this was not what they wanted, and he's obviously Jaylen Brown's gonna be moving on. If they go get Giannis, man, that's nuts. Would you get a jersey?
Because of the personnel thing, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you don't like the cliche.
But I'd be really excited about watching him play basketball for my team. I can't lie
that's
about
okay.
that.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's Tyreek Hill. I don't like Tyreek Hill, the person, but watching him play football
But
was
damn,
fun.
it's going to be fun. Exactly. Him and Jason Tatum would be a match made in heaven. How about this match made in heaven? Justin Herbert and Madison Beer, famous musical artist. She just announced a new single called Lover Girl. It's got a music video, a little snippet of it, and it's her and Herbert kissing, making little smiley faces, one word.
Sweet. Who wouldn't want to be in a music video?
Hell yeah.
With your girlfriend, making out with her, and she's hot.
She is hot.
I mean, I've seen so many people over the last couple of days, again, this is why I hate the internet, complaining about, look at he's not in his playbook. I've seen that. Okay, he's out here. He's out here doing
he's definitely
videos.
in his playbook.
Yeah. He's out here doing videos, and then Bo Nix has got the ankle thing. Like, people are already starting to say this division is going to be the Chiefs for the next decade because of what's going on. Guys can have off seasons. Mahomes and Kelsey had some good off seasons, and they still won Super Bowls. Him being in a music video that was filmed in March or something like that is not going to happen.
That's what that is, because it's just people have lives.
Yeah.
Sorry. What do you mean you weren't watching the NBA last night? Sorry. I like the show Survivor. We had a hell of a tribal council. 2 people went home. It was awesome. I watched the Knicks because it was good.
That was good.
I fell asleep during the Spurs.
That was a blowout.
Good.
I went to bed at halftime of that.
It was 133 to 91 or something.
I don't know what I like better, though, the shirts with all the colors or the blackout that they had
Shirts with all the colors.
That blackout last night
great.
just seems sick. There was just something different about that blackout. It must have been the white writing on their shirts. It was awesome.
And every fan wears the freaking shirt.
There's the first time my daughters really saw something like that. They're like, so everybody has to wear the same shirt? I'm like, no, they leave them on the chair for you. You put it on. It's a free shirt.
You got to put it on. If you don't put it on, you suck.
But if you get the medium and you're an XL, tough.
They probably should just put XLs on every chair.
I think that's what they do. Royals, they give you, like, when they do giveaways, it's a medium or an XL.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
Oh, you don't have a large.
I know. There it is again. There it is again. Complaining about the free T-shirt.
All right, 2 rapid fire here because I want to get 2 minutes on this Charles Barkley audio. So 2 rapid fire before we get to Chuck and Draymond Green. One word, Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini rented a private boat while she was pregnant. That comes from TMZ. One word.
I'm on a boat. I mean, next is what I'm looking for because I want to know what's next.
Yep.
Yeah. Crazy. I mean, wild, insane, stupid. I mean, well, I don't know how many months pregnant she was.
Yeah.
But again, what?
It's insane.
He can't coach.
I don't think so.
I saw yesterday Kalshi had at 64% that he does not coach this year.
Drake May says it won't be a distraction. Hawaiian Bros.
Because you know what? They're all all
Hawaiian
They're
Bros.
athletes. Of course it's not a distraction. They're high-fiving the guy.
Hawaiian Bros changes the promotion from free plate to BOGO. Buy one, get one word.
Week. You made the promotion at the beginning of the year. You need to stick with it. It's why we said when it first happened, please buy a soda, please buy something else. You got to keep these guys in business. And now they realize this has been too much. I understand why they're changing the promotion. I get all that. But you don't change that promotion. You made it for this year. You just got to stick it out.
Yeah, I mean, research would be my one word.
Yep.
I think
How about
the
this?
goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform. Yeah. Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to. What does that look like? Did you see it? I'm just asking. I saw it. I mean, so, you know.
That's Draymond Green talking to Charles Barkley. I'll play the beginning of that again.
I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform. Yeah. Is ultimately the goal for us.
No one laughs.
I think
he thought that was going to be a joke.
Yeah.
They didn't like that.
Weak. Like, know your lane, man. You don't go into somebody else's house and start talking trash on their decorations.
No.
And that's kind of what they did right there. You let Draymond Green come be a part of this, and then he took shots at your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're not. That's Binkley right there. We're not dealing with that. Like, that was a bad look for Draymond Green, I thought, last night. And then, of course, the internet goes to work and said, you saw him play in the Houston Rockets. You were 7, 8, and 9 years old at that time. What do you remember?
Exactly.
Yeah, detrimental, because I don't think you can put him on TV. He's not factually correct. He doesn't get along with anybody. And he's a Richard. He's not funny. He's not entertaining. He's not a good person.
He's mean.
He's not a good person.
No, it was mean.
He punched his own teammate in the face. And rode the coattails of Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Steve Kerr and Kevin Durant.
That's the other thing. That guy's a coattail rider.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Austin Rivers called him the luckiest NBA player of all time.
He is.
Wow.
Yeah, luckiest NBA player ever. Yeah.
That's a great tag to put on him.
It was great. And people are coming out with the stats that Chuck had the Houston those last 4 years, 16, 12, and 4. Draymond Green these last few years, 18, 10, and 5. So he's had worse years now, and he's younger than Chuck was. And Chuck was an MVP over Hakeem Olajuwon. Draymond Green, know your lane. Absolutely.
And last I checked, Chuck's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best players ever.
One of the best players. One of 75 of all
easily.
time.
You know who Draymond Green is if we go back to the golf analogy? You know who Draymond Green is? He's the guy in the foursome in the scramble tournament that did nothing. Didn't do a damn thing. Didn't make one putt. Didn't hit one drive. Didn't hit one shot. And he's over in the corner taking pictures of the trophy and high-fiving everybody. We got first. Bitch, you did nothing. And you're still doing nothing.
Yeah.
You're a D-bag, you're a coattail rider, you're garbage, and you disrespected one of the greatest basketball players of all time that no one thought was funny. Get your ass off everybody's TV.
Here's the other thing, too, about Charles Barkley. He's a modern day what O.J. Simpson was back in the day. Pitch man for everything, on TV, in movies, loved by everybody. Like, that's where Charles Barkley is, guys. And I know the analogy is kind of, for now, you don't like that, but back in the day, O.J. Simpson was on everything, and he was everywhere, and America loved him. Charles Barkley may be one of the most, if not the most beloved actors, Charles Barkley. He's funny. He's engaging. He's awesome. He's a great human being.
He has clout.
He has clout. I mean, Charles Barkley, man, he's not just a former basketball player. He's an American treasure.
Yeah.
And you're not going to win a battle going after Charles Barkley.
We're trying to be like you in Houston.
Yeah, what?
And like,
excuse me? No, everyone. Yeah, Kenny goes, what's that look like?
Yeah. Coming up next, Smash or Pass. You got a chance at $50 gift card at Booth Creek Wagyu, KC's Best Steaks, now with 2 locations, 95th and 105th at Metcalf, Shawnee Mission on a Ford. To do more, online at ShawneeMissionFord.com. Coming up next, Smash or Pass on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, Hy-Vee is where it's at. And you know what's coming up this weekend, folks. It is Mother's Day. You want to do some great things for mom, right? You want to take her out to a nice brunch. You can do that at Hy-Vee. You want to get her some great flowers. You can do that at Hy-Vee. Or if you want to do all the grocery shopping and have it delivered, you can do that as well at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is providing something for everybody, whether it's for Mother's Day, Memorial Day, springtime, summertime. Hy-Vee is here to make our lives easy. And they're making our lives easy as well, because this week, next week, the week prior, it has been a mess for us. Something every single night. We legitimately did not have time to get to Hy-Vee. So what do? We downloaded the app, or we can go to Hy-Vee.com, select your store, select your items, and then let Hy-Vee do all the shopping for you. All you have to do is go pick it up or have it delivered to your home, which is free, by the way, with my Perks Plus membership. So get yourself a Perks Plus membership now and save time and just relax and let Hy-Vee handle everything for you. So you can save time, you can save money. What could be better? Only at Hy-Vee.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circa Sports. From baseball to basketball to hockey, Circa Sports has it all. Circa Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. High betting limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circa Sports has you covered. And don't miss out on the special Royals props for every game. Download Circa Sports app or visit circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
DQ presents the $7 Meal Deal, a delicious meal serving up serious value. We're talking 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and of course, a classic DQ sundae. Because come on, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. All for just $7. And now you can try it with the new Honey Sriracha Dip. The DQ $7 Meal Deal, a satisfying meal full of big flavor for a great value. DQ, happy tastes good.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game. Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug! Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down. Hey! Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Kansas side, 435 southbound, long delays. You hit them at K32 just off of Ganonigan crawling down past Midland with an accident past the construction zone, but adding to construction delays. Missouri side, Grand Valley to Blue Springs, things moving a little better. Earlier accident of 47 highway has cleared. Still about a 4-mile backup getting through all that. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Back at it on 96.5 The Fan. It is Smash or Pass time. Somebody said on the text line, how is the former Defensive Player of the Year the same as a useless four-man in a scramble, Dusty? Fair point. But not.
I mean, it's all how you determine Draymond Green, too. Everybody's perception of certain athletes is different, right?
Yeah.
When you look at the Golden State Warriors and their run, I think I would and again, I'm not a judge of basketball, but I would probably list Kevin Durant. I would list Draymond Green.
When you hear this drop,
FIFA!
Be caller number 6. Caller number 6. Actually, you know what? Check that. You got to be caller number 7 because today is May 7th. You got to tell Mac he's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Just like that.
Mac's awesome. You got to tell Mac, hey, man, I really loved Mac's Minute on Wednesday. It was over blank.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You got to do those 2 things. And you have a chance to win a $50 Booth Creek Wagyu gift card because that's who's got us on Smash or Pass, along with Shawnee Mission Ford. Auto Mission Do More. Online at Shawnee Mission Ford and Booth Creek Wagyu, KC's Best Steaks. Now with 2 locations, 95th and Knoll and 135th in Metcalf. So for those of you out there that the one person that didn't like the farting segment because they just didn't like it, this is a food segment, so get to know the title. I think I'm smashing this one. I don't know about you guys, but Darren Robble came out with a post at T-Mobile. Ducks at Nights. That's hockey, for those of you that follow. Duck Hunt fries, $11.
You don't even explain the rest of it. It's an $11 item at a sporting event? Hell yes. $11. I was like sticker shocked in a good way.
So they're steak fries.
Which I know you're out on.
I am, but I'll eat these because they're not just plain. Because that's the fries they serve at Katz is steak fries. That's what they served at Red Robin. So I think it's just more so PTSD for me.
That's fair. I totally understand.
I was like, no, they're back.
Yeah, no, I get that, man.
Do you have the campfire sauce?
Gin for me is that. Yeah, I get it.
Potatoes fried in duck fat, served with Dijonnaise, topped with a caviar and chive.
I would eat the fries and then I'd get a side of ketchup with that. I would leave that. I'm not a mayonnaise person. And
it's like a mayo
Dijon mustard. Yeah, I mean, I know the Dijon. I don't even know if they sell that.
Dude,
but I can't dip fried items in hot fat into cold fat. Like, just not my thing.
Put it that way.
But you give me those fries with ketchup on the side, like that spicy Whataburger ketchup, I'd be in on that because those fries look awesome.
Fries look great. I'm confused by the caviar, but I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, but $11. What are we getting? One fry here with this?
Yeah, exactly. No, and what kind of caviar?
Package.
Yeah,
I don't know. What kind of caviar am I getting?
I think I've had caviar one time, and it was like recently somebody had it at something or other, and we're like, oh, okay, fine, we'll try it.
We just said it was served with a cavender and not caviar.
Have you ever had caviar?
Yeah.
Yes.
And have you had it?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
It's just very salty.
Yeah, very salty.
Okay, tell me why it matters. Because you said it matters what kind of caviar. Tell me, like.
Well, I'm assume it does. It's a fish, so I'm just imagining that there's different levels of quality of fish, and caviar seems to be one of the more higher qualities. It's very, rich item.
Yeah,
fish egg. Yeah, it's very hoity-toity, pompous sort of item. I just thought $11 on fries. I don't know what kind of caviar this is.
The other thing that I'm looking at with these steak fries, too, they look really crispy. And that's part of the draw for me.
Duck fat, dude.
Yeah, that's part of the draw for me. A good crispy fry that's kind of like, I don't want to use the term flaky on the inside, but you know what I'm saying? Like you could snap the fry on the outside, but it's still got that potato texture on the inside. Those things look really good and crispy. $11, give me the side of ketchup. You can keep the caviar. Give me them half price.
Moving on to the next item, the lug nut.
Out.
So the lug nut is the South Bend Cubs' new homestand food item. Loaded lug nut is what it's called. Okay. Jumbo hot dog topped with chili cheese and diced white onion, available at a Frank cart.
Yes.
Pair this dog with your favorite ballpark beverage all week long. It's a chili cheese dog.
That's great. I don't think I'll ever have a chili dog again in my entire life.
Really? Oh, what killed you?
Detroit last year when they're the home of the Coney Islands. So it was. I'd rather pick through the trash than eat whatever they served us. It was awful. It was just not good. The hot dog wasn't a good quality wiener. The chili on top just made you. It was just not good. So I'm out on the chili dog. You had those bad experiences, man. You're like, I'm done.
I just don't know if I could be like going up there and be like, all right, sir, what'd you like? I'll take the loaded lug nut. Isn't that on a tire?
Yes.
Yeah. This is where it gets interesting. So you guys are familiar with Jennings Dunker? No?
Lineman?
Yeah.
He's the guy with the wonderful mullet and mustache, just flowing as like it looks like it's fire.
Yeah.
Right? He's the kid from Iowa that got drafted by Pittsburgh. Have you seen his diet?
He seems like a great Steeler, by the way. Like, if you were to look at somebody, he looks like a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Oh, for sure. So his diet goes...
This is game day.
Yeah. This is what he eats/drinks starting at 5:30 p.m., going all the way to postgame.
Yeah, this is...
So...
It's a lot.
All right. 2 helpings of fruit salad, a ribeye steak, 2 rolls, and 2 sides of mac and cheese.
This is the night before game
that's
day.
5:30.
That's 5:30 p.m. Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m., we've got 3 bags of baked lays, 3 cheeseburgers or hamburgers, looks like a latte or a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And then
some liquid IV.
Some liquid IV is what that is.
Hydration.
Yeah.
So he goes to bed on that.
That's 3 hours after he pounded 2 bowls of pasta, a huge ribeye, and
2
bread.
bread. Then he wakes up at 7:15 a.m. starving.
Got to get ready for the game. It's game day, man.
4 pieces of toast. Jeez. Can you read this better than I can?
Yeah, 2 bowls of Wheaties, 2 pancakes, 2 grilled chicken breasts, 24 ounces of water, and one of those IV packs.
More hydration.
Then it gets to 9.
Then it's 9 a.m. An hour and 45 minutes later, 4 more pieces of toast and another chicken breast.
So we're at 3 breasts and a loaf of bread.
That's right.
It's not 10.
Exactly.
Then, but wait, there's more because at 10:15, he has a nutrient gel packet, a honey like lozenge type thing, more honey ginger chews, and another IV pack. Wow. Then during the game, he has more of those IV chews, water, and Powerade. And then after the game, he finishes it off with a Culver's double bacon cheeseburger, 2 orders of Culver's cheese curds and
family
onion
style.
Right. Cheese curds, family style cheese curds or onion rings. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
And 3 sides of ranch.
Holy smokes.
Jeez.
I can feel my heart skip a beat.
I will pass.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Passing on that most insane diet, Jennings Dunker.
Insane.
DraftKings posted it on X if you want to go find it. Yeah, Steelers offensive line, Jennings Dunker has the most insane diet. After every game, he eats a double bacon cheeseburger and family size side of cheese curds. Wow. That is...
The 3 ranches, though, is he drinking that?
I mean, dipping, dunking.
FIFA!
Caller 7, you know what to do.
There is now $361,000 on the Mike Vrabel Week 1 coaching market, according to Kalshi. Mike Vrabel has a 70% chance, according to Kalshi, of being the head coach of New England in Week 1. Josh McDaniels has a 26% chance to be the head coach in Week 1.
Yikes.
I'll go ahead and say it. Mike Vrabel won't coach the Patriots Week 1 of the 2026 NFL season. We get back. What's worse in sports? 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed. Well, that
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, it is Mother's Day weekend, and you want to treat Mom the best, and that means you're going to take her to Smokehouse Barbecue, because at Smokehouse Barbecue, she will be treated like the queen that she is. You will sit down at Smokehouse Barbecue, and you will say, Mom, order anything on the menu, and she'll start to look at that menu, and that's where I'll take over. Get the pulled chicken sandwich that's tossed in the Cajun butter on the brioche bun, topped with coleslaw. It is an unbelievable sandwich. Make sure everybody at the table gets the hickory pit beans that cook under the brisket for the final few hours to give them a flavor that nobody else can match. Also, make sure you get the Cajun butter chicken wings at Smokehouse Barbecue, a great way to start any meal dipped in their homemade ranch dressing. And you got to finish it off with some of their delicious desserts. They got an amazing carrot cake at Smokehouse Barbecue that you need to try. And if you take your mom to Smokehouse Barbecue for Mother's Day, she's going to love you for it, because it's going to be an amazing meal, a great place, and she's going to be very satisfied when it's all said and done, just like everybody else at the table. So visit them now at smokehousebbq.com. You can order all of your catering for your grad parties as well at SmokehouseBBQ.com. For over 35 years, it's Smokehouse Barbecue.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause 30 told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust a Nemu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Hello?
Hey, sis. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsburg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsburg.com.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. Getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hey, it's Rex here with Rex Buys KC. I get it. Selling your house can sometimes feel overwhelming or scary, right? I've seen it too many times. A homeowner thought they had a deal, only to have the buyer back out at the last minute. That's not how we do business at Rex Buys KC. I'm local, I know Kansas City, and I make sure every deal actually closes like it's supposed to. No hidden fees, no showings, no last-minute surprises, just a fair cash offer and a process you can count on. We buy homes in any condition and judgment-free. So whether your house needs repairs or you just want a fast, hassle-free sale, we can make it happen. If you want certainty, transparency, and someone local who actually delivers, call 816-330-6000 or visit rexbuyskc.com. Rex Buys KC, helping people make smart choices one home at a time. 816-330-6000 or rexbuyskc.com.
J. Rieger & Co. Oh, so good. Quality crafted in Kansas City. J. Rieger & Co. Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Winner of Best Craft Bourbon at the 2025 Ascot Awards. At 90 proof, it's rich, well-balanced, and oh, so good. Quality crafted in Kansas City. Brought to you by RPM Revival this weekend at Flying H Drag Strip. More at racerpmrevival.com. RPM Revival at Flying H Drag Strip this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, presented by Monster Energy. The fastest street cars in the country throwing down, including Kids Power Wheels Racing, Burnout Contest, and Car Show. Pre-sale tickets just $20. Kids 12 and under free. More at racerpmrevival.com.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Kansas side, 435 southbound past Midland. Accident now off to the right shoulder, but still long delays that stretch almost back to K32, so a good solid 4-mile backup persists, but starting to recover. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan traffic.
Range Bait with Dusty Likens is now up on the Fan's YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter channels. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Back at it on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. Bob Fescoe, Mac Morey, Dusty Likens, all with you here on a beautiful, wonderful Thursday. The Royals in action today. Day ball game, game 4 of the 4-game series against the Guardians. And then the Tigers come to town without Scooble, without Verlander, without Framber Valdez.
I forgot Verlander was still part of that operation up there.
Came back. Injured.
God.
Yeah. Says here on the text line, Bob, since we've welcomed Eric Bieniemy back as offensive coordinator, he's coming with these cliches. Can we please get the British woman in Kingdom cliches this year?
Ooh, we may have to do that again. People are asking for it. I kind of like that. We may have to find out if the British woman is available at this time of year.
Yeah, we found out that Speck doesn't like her either.
Well, so. we'll bring her back then. Our intro will be the Hey Matt song.
Oh, my. That'd be great.
Oh, you don't like something? Please tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, does he hate anything else?
One of the things that I thought of last night is when you think of the NBA right now, there's a lot of people upset about the flopping.
And it seems to be an age-old question, you know,
right? And so I thought to myself, what's worse for sports right now? Is it flopping or is it tush-push? So Colin Cowherd had this to say.
So I want to talk about the flopping. First of all, SGA's are really – he's a fluid athlete, one of the best mid-range jumpers of all time. He's got tight handles. He's a great player. He's an all-star. What bothers me is it's become a central point of the playoffs and a central part of his game. If you do it once a game, I'm okay with it. It's become like the central point of his game. And the NBA is the sport with the most creative, artistic athletes, right? And this is like acting versus AI acting. It's just not as authentic. Watching him flop during an NBA game is like, to some degree, it's like inserting one of those Life Alert commercials. I've fallen and I can't get up into Cirque du Soleil. It's like, it kind of tears at the fabric of the creativity of the NBA.
All right, so the most important thing to take out of there, that is one of his best analogies of the analogy lord, that flopping in the NBA is like Life Alert.
Yeah.
I mean, but I asked the question. I do want to know, 913-586-7965, Bobby Betts, Mac Morey, is flopping worse than the tush push, or is the tush push worse than the flop?
The tush push is worse because it affects more people. More people are NFL fans. More people are involved. More people. We talk about flopping in the NBA, and I feel like at times when people talk about the flopping, it's kind of the same people say they don't play defense in the NBA. It's a low-hanging fruit type of topic. The flopping in the NBA, play around that guy. Do other things that are differently. Don't allow him to become the quote-unquote flopper. The tush push, you just can't stop, right? And it's almost like it's an illegal activity for a lot of people. They think it's, everybody's moving before the ball is snapped. And so I think for me, and with the popularity of the NFL compared to the NBA, I'll take the tush push all day. I think that's the one that needs to be moved before flopping, because the tush push you can actually see. Flopping is something you and your mind determine for the most part. Obviously, there are some that you can see that are clear flops. But I think the tush push is the one that has to go more because it's illegal. Flopping isn't illegal because you can't tell at the end of the day 100% if that guy flopped or it was a legit fall.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It's a good question. I mean, it's kind of they're both the same thing, right? They're both using illegalities of the sport and taking advantage of it. Mm-hmm. One is, to me, the ref having malpractice, and that's in the NBA. This is on the refs. This is on the officiating. This is on Adam Silver coming up with new rules to negate this.
So if you're, I'm asking because I don't know. It's on the refs. So if you're the refs, don't call the offensive charge.
Call it.
Don't call it.
Don't call it.
Okay.
Don't reward SGA. Don't reward Joel Embiid. Don't reward Jaylen Brown. Don't reward
referee then to pick up those nuances, man.
They did it. They did it last night with SGA.
And that's a great officiating job, too.
2 nights ago, right?
2 nights ago, thank you.
That's a great officiating job to be able to, because you guys understand how fast these guys are and how quick these games move. I'm talking all professional sports. Everything is so damn fast. You're going to miss calls. It happens. But to catch those calls like you just described there, I'm in awe.
Yeah. No, it is insane. I will say some of it becomes repeatable, so you have to look for 3 or 4 things, one of which that pump fake, lean in, so you start to like memorize that muscle memory. But I guess talking myself into it, yeah, I would agree with you. The tush push is worse because this has been showed to be illegal, and I mean black and white, and they've had meetings about this. This is one specific finite thing. Flopping is a broad, wide array of so many things, and how do you even define what it is? We know what the tush push is. We know people are false starting. We know people are offsides. We've seen it, and they're allowing
more concrete.
It's worse. Yeah, it's way more concrete and evident.
Because you can see it. You can flat out see that it is in illegal play, and they're doing nothing to stop in illegal play. So are we allowed to just like Canadian rules footballs now? Our wide receivers can start 10 yards back and sprint up to the line of scrimmage, and when the ball snaps, have that speed burst going? I mean, is that something that we're going to see more of in the NFL? Because that would be violation of a rule. And you're violating a rule with the tush push. The referees are the ones who got to handle the flopping stuff. And I like your conversation, Mac, about, you know what, just don't call it. But then again, that's up to the commissioner. They need to put these rules in place and say, here, guys, this is what we're going to emphasize. Because they do it in the NFL. That's why the Jawan Taylor thing was called. They made a point. They were going to emphasize that. And so in the NBA, and you know what happens when you emphasize something? People stop
doing it.
They stop doing it. Speed trap. You know where that speed trap is every day? You don't speed down that road, right? So maybe the NBA should just make an emphasis that we're not going to call these ticky-tack flop fouls. And if we stop calling them, then we're not going to see them anymore. And then it just takes care of itself. The tush push is you got to call it. And if you start calling it, then that will take care of itself. It's completely opposite for both leagues.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also like very not individually. I don't know. It's just very there's the Bills that do it and the Eagles that do it when it comes to the tush push.
Pretty much.
It's basically LeBron is what we get told. LeBron, SGA, Luka, and Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Apparently, according to Jalen Brown, for $50,000.
I mean,
and then double down again on live.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Harden, all those guys. Yeah, exactly. But if you could get 5 or 6 extra free throws a game, wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do it?
Hell yes. You want to take advantage of everything, of every opportunity that you have, right?
Do you think more people hate the 3-point shooting in the NBA or the flopping?
Flopping.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the flopping.
I don't think it's. I don't know if it's close.
Because casual fans go, I don't watch because of the flopping. I don't watch because they don't play defense.
Flopping. People just talk about flopping like it's everywhere. I mean, that OKC game 2 nights ago, you go on Twitter, you're like, wow, they must have taken 70 free throws. Oh, they took 12. SGA took 3.
Yeah.
They won by 18.
Because the refs caught on.
Yeah, the ref said, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, we're done with this.
We're done.
Right.
So now in the NFL, we'll see refs. False start.
Yeah.
False start. That'd be the equivalent. Coming up next, we get to the origin. He's been making his way around Kansas City. We get to the origin of the John Port card that's been surfacing in the Royals bullpen here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Royals.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Boy, do you have a chance today to take advantage of some Surfside cocktails. There are 2 games, count them, 2 games at Kansas City's ballpark today called Kauffman Stadium, and Surfside cocktails, Surfside tea and vodka and lemonade and vodka are available at the K. You can have yourself a day. Make sure you drink responsibly, and you are 21 years of age. But baseball back, and it's 2 times today. And this season, we're bringing you the proud partner of your Kansas City Royals, Surfside iced tea and vodka, and Surfside lemonade and vodka. They're absolutely delicious. I've had many. Probably too many, but I'm not counting. And they pair perfectly with a day at the ballpark or on your patio while you're watching the NFL draft. And Kauffman Stadium all season long is where they're available also. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving. And the best part, 0 bubbles. So it's easy to sip and enjoy while you're at the game today, tomorrow, or in the future. Ask for it at your local bars as well. Liquor stores must be 21 years of age, and please drink responsibly.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and
free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, upgrade to a Tempur-Pedic and learn how you can get 3% back plus an instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Kansas side, 435 southbound, still very heavy from Holiday Drive down past Midland, but the earlier accident has been pushed off to the shoulder. 635, both directions, heavy approaching the state line. Southbound, much slower from Fairfax Trafficway, just crawling down to the bridge. Alan Korn, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
That's right, Mac. It is the small things, and it's the weird things, and it's the interesting, creative things that can sometimes get things moving in the right direction. Yeah. We're now joined by Alex Bruff. You've been making your ways around because of a card that you have created that is John Pork, and please let us know. The floor is yours.
Yeah. So
where did this idea come from? How did it start?
Yeah. What's up, guys? So my name is Alex. I created the Alex Studio. I specialize in creating like parody, funny relic sports cards, and then I go to card shows and mess with people, and I get social media content like that. But yeah, recently, I think it was Saturday the 25th, I went out to Kauffman Stadium and we John Porked Kauffman Stadium, which means I brought 28 John Pork cards and we passed them around all over Kauffman Stadium, left them hidden, passed them out to kids and stuff. And since then, the Royals are 8-3, and their ERA I think is like sub-3 or something. So
nice, that's outstanding.
Yeah,
anything in baseball that works, man.
Yeah,
I love
brought some John Porks in here.
Oh, nice.
So
I like
I'm
it.
officially
I got
John Porking 96.5 The Fan.
I like this. Can I keep this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cool.
I brought
awesome.
a handful too, so I'll give them to all the guys.
You've been porking a lot of people in KC lately.
Yeah, it's been good, and I do want to preface. So the John Pork cards I brought you guys, these aren't as special as the original 28 that I brought out to Kauffman Stadium.
What makes them less special?
So the original 28, I signed the back of them and numbered them to 28, and they have a white border. So these ones have a blue border.
Okay, so which one is more valuable then? This one or
probably the original 28 because
how do you put a price on that?
It's tough to, it kind of just depends on the card. I like to give them away, so they're hard to put a price on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So graphic design, that's your specialty,
Yeah.
right? Where did this begin? Because you said, I think that's a great bit, because we were talking earlier about baseball cards saving baseball a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the baseball card industry has boomed. Obviously, you know that. You've kind of branched off on that. Where did the idea of parody come from and go to mess with these people? Because some of these people, these events, more than anybody maybe more than I do. Sometimes they're like sticks in the mud. They're just so serious
absolutely.
about it. And then you throw a random parody card. I mean, how did this all begin?
Yeah, so I've been collecting cards my whole life, and then I got my graphic design degree from Pitt State. And during COVID, I kind of got back into sports cards and then started mixing my love for graphic design with my love for sports. Started making cards. So I've been making cards for about 5 years now. And about July of last year, I started making the parody cards and going to card shows, and I got a lot of great feedback, a lot of good comments. The views were going up, so I was like, all right, I'm going to double down on this and just go all in with this stuff. So since then, I've been trying to hit up card shows like every weekend with any sort of like absurd or funny card that I can get a reaction. Because the prank that I pull is I'll put a funny card on their table, and then like when they're not looking.
So you're not a vendor. You're walking around.
I walk around and I mess with the vendors.
Love it.
Yeah, and so I'll put a funny card on their table.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, hey, how much you got on that Magic Johnson Band-Aid card down there? And they'll be like, what? I don't. And then so I'll film their reaction with my Ray-Ban glasses, and that's gotten pretty
What's
good.
What's the reaction
online.
like for a lot of these guys?
A lot of people, and the main one I do, I'll put a John Pork card on their table. That's probably the one I've used the most. And it's just confusion because you look at, for anybody that doesn't know, they think John Pork's a real person because we haven't said it yet, but John Pork is a pig human. So when they look at the card, they're just like, they look at it and they're so confused. And they're like, John Pork. And a lot of the times they're like, this isn't my card. Or I've actually had a couple people, I bought my own card from them. So they'll
they
like,
priced it for you.
Yeah, they'll be like,
oh my God. That's incredible to me. Like that, you talk about gumption on somebody to do something like that. Oh yeah, they act like they know what it is.
So this was like right when this Tiger Woods crash happened, but I made a Tiger Woods piece of his car wreck. So it was like a piece of the gas pedal. And I put it on this guy's card. This was like a week after the wreck. So I was like, how much you got on that Tiger Woods gas pedal card down there? And he's looking at it. He's like, well, it's a 1 of 1. He's like looking at it, trying to sell it to me. And then, so I eventually bought it. I think he said $20. I go, could you do 15? And he goes, yeah, I can do 15. So I gave him my own $15 for the card I put on his table.
Did you ever tell him that you made that card and put it out there?
No, I walked away.
Oh my God. So you're kind of doing nice things though. You're
yeah, I mean, and I give out a lot of cards, and a lot of the times I do tell him, but for some reason that one, I think his table was busy. I was just like, I'm just dipping. So I got out of there. I gave him $15, got my card, and got out of there.
That's outstanding. I love the fact that the guys don't even know what they have. It reminds me of the adults outside of the baseball stadium. And I forget who it was. It was either the White Sox or Tigers, and they show up to get off the bus, and guys are out there with their albums, and they're asking for autographs. And the guy gets off the bus. He goes, if you can tell me who I am, I'll sign your autograph. Nobody knew.
So the Royals and the bullpen, I've seen the video that you posted where you drop it in there. And was it Strom that picked it up?
So it was Alex Lang that picked it up, and then it was Matt Strom that taped it onto the bullpen.
Okay.
And since that happened, I'm going to pull up their stats here. So their ERA is 2.12.
Okay.
Record 9-3. Saves, opportunity 4 for 4, whip 1.08 since we John Pork Kauffman Stadium.
Yeah, and these people look at analytics. I mean, come on. It's obviously the John Pork card that got this thing turned around.
Rally Manis?
I got to be honest with you, and this is 100%. I am more in belief that the John Pork card had an impact than any analytic number they're going to throw out there at you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. But
no, you don't have to. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. I think analytiks suck, and this is awesome.
This is
these are the
fun.
things that everybody can rally behind, too. Well, fans can get behind this. The players can get behind this. We can. This is fun. This is what sports should be about, you know?
Yeah, and
Yeah, go ahead.
So I dropped a hint yesterday on air, but there is one more card. It didn't get fined. I know of one more original 28 John Port card that is still at the stadium, and I'll drop that hint now. When you're near 5 baseballs, you're close to the card. That's the hint. So I know there's at least one more of the original John Port cards out there for one lucky fan to find.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm going today, so I might go look for it. I think I know where it's at.
Do you?
I think so.
All right, you better not say it on air.
No, you said when you're near 5 baseballs, you should know where it's at, right?
You're close to the card when you're near 5 baseballs. Yeah, that's the hint.
How do you know that's the one that hasn't been picked up? Did you guys do a sweep afterwards?
Yeah, I got confirmation it's there, and it was hidden. It's in a good spot.
It's in a good spot.
Yeah, if you find it, and then if you do find it, tag me on Instagram or send me an email or something and let me know. So
cool.
Someone just real quick, and we'll do it again before we get you out of here. But someone says they want to know where they can find your content, your Instagram handle or Twitter, whatever you have out there. So
so on Instagram, it's going to be @thealexstudio_, and then my website is thealexstudio.com. You can go on there and check out all my work.
Have you gotten feedback from Royals players yet?
I haven't yet. I don't know if
like what if you get a DM from because Strom collects cards, right?
Yeah,
He's
Strom collects cards.
And because when he came to Kansas City Royals rally, he was doing like a meet and greet with the press, and he said he has a 1 of 5 to Bobby Witt Jr., like a red, parallel, all that sort of stuff. And of course, the next question was like, "Well, are you going to trade?" And he's like, "I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit and see what." Because he collects investment. Every single 1 of 1 of his card. Like, do you ever do like a 1 of 1 parody card? Like, is there one?
I think the Tiger Woods card.
Yeah, so most of my cards are 1 of 1.
Okay. What's that next one you got sitting over there?
So I got a Perk Rogers painkiller medicine. Here is the Brett Copenhagen card that I got signed.
Oh, God, go give that to Jay Binkley.
Here, do you want to check this one?
Brett Copenhagen.
And so I put real relics in there, so I had to cut up a Copenhagen can and put it into a sports card. And then I actually just last night made a Vinny Pasquatch card where I cut up this stuffed duck and put a little patch of like fur on this card.
Oh, it's good.
And I'm in the process. I'm hoping to get that signed, so it's in the works.
So I want the other one though, next to Tiger, right there. No, where you're left.
This is a Magic Johnson Band-Aid card. That's just the flat reprint. Yeah, so the real 1 of 1, which I actually auctioned off, has like an actual Band-Aid on it that has like. Yeah. I'll show the camera here. Power couple. It's got Vrabel and Rizzini
that one
on
get
it.
bobbed in.
Nice gold border.
Yeah, that's right up his.
I like that. That's a good one. Yeah.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah, I wish I could have that one. That's a perfect card because it basically just sums up this entire year in the NFL. If you show somebody Rossini and Vrabel, we don't even know who was in the Super Bowl anymore. We all know about Rossini and Vrabel and what the next steps are. She was pregnant on a boat. Like, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. This other one I'll tell you about real quick is this is a John Daly cigarette smoke card. So this is the reprint.
Is that a real cig?
So the original one, I went to Side Pockets in Lee Summit and picked up a cigarette off the ground and glued it onto a card. So I'm fully committed to the bid. So,
yeah, dude.
So I'm fully committed. But this is just so I sold the original 1 of 1 I made for that. But this is a reprint.
Side Pockets at Lee Summit to get a cigarette.
That's like right down the street
best
from me,
thing
by the way.
ever.
Yeah, Lee Summit native. So you grew up a sports fan in Kansas City. Obviously, went to Pitt State and all that. So. When did you really get into the Royals? Like, what was that?
Hang on, real quick. What did Brett Saberhagen say when you had him sign Brett Copenhagen?
Yeah, so I actually hyped him up a lot, and I listed off like 5 of his stats, like really with a lot of energy. So he was loving it. He ate it up, and then I gave him that card. And so I actually, for when I get players to sign it, I make them one too. So I made him one of those and gave it to him, and he really appreciated that.
Okay, cool. So he didn't look at it and go, He just
he
thought
liked
it was cool.
It.
Have you had that before?
Followed me and DM'd me afterwards, and has been really he thought
awesome.
It was cool.
Yeah, that is so cool. Yeah.
Have you had like athletes or guys be asses to you?
I haven't yet. I've had some vendors.
I'm sure
I've had some vendors be like, and I always, not always, but I'll be like, hey, can I post this and kind of tell them what I'm doing? And I've had a couple be like, don't post that. Like, I don't want to be on your film, which I get. So then I'll give them my word. I'm like, I won't post it, man. You got my word. I'm just here. And so my main
and don't ever forget that either, too. Your word is your bond, man. Like, you tell somebody you're not going to do it, don't ever do it. And then you do, and then,
I felt bad because I went to this show out in Overland Park, and about 6 months ago, I filmed somebody. I got a good reaction. I was pumped to post it, but I did ask him. He's like, oh, don't post that. I was like, all right, I won't. And then about 6 months later, I got the same guy, and I did another prank because I do so many that I forget.
You forget.
And he's like, dude, you already got me, and I told you not to post it. And I was like, oh, all right. You still got my word. I'm not posting either one of them.
That's outstanding. So. I've gotten so many.
We got
to get you a disguise.
Yeah, maybe I'll get it and going.
What's the project or is it really just like every day you could wake up and be like, that's it. I'm gonna do that.
I've got I will say I'm working on a couple of special projects. I can't drop names right now but yeah, I've had some people DM me, and I've got some cool stuff on the works. And last night I just finished the Vinny Pasquantino Sasquatch card, so I haven't posted a picture or video about that yet. So that's going to be dropping here soon. So,
are you hoping to go national with this and do these for all teams all over Major League? Is like that the goal?
That is the goal.
Okay,
So
cool.
my message is I'm trying to bring fun back into sports cards, because a lot of the people that are into sports cards now are only in it to make $1.
Oh, yeah.
To make a quick buck or whatever. So I'm trying to just have some fun with it, and wherever it takes me, it takes me. So
You're kind of original too.
I try to be.
Not a lot of people are doing this, and that's good, because now people are going to come after and steal your bit. That's how the world
I
works,
hope
right?
not. Yeah, but
No,
you're
they're gonna
right.
try to
No,
tell
you're
you.
right.
But
Yeah.
since you're the original, like, you're crazy. You went out and picked up a cigarette smoked by a random person, threw it on a card, and it makes sense.
Yeah, so I do think I am the first sports card pranker, so I can at least claim that.
All right, give everybody your information again.
Yeah, so it's thealexstudio.com. You can find me on Instagram at thealexstudio_.
That's really cool. What's your favorite card that you made?
My favorite one is probably, I really like this this Johnny Gnomes card. I put a piece of dirt in there, and I got him to sign it. And
Where'd
made
you
him one
find
as well.
him?
He was at another card show.
Oh,
These guys will go to card shows.
These guys are
and
not just showing up.
I'll
as
see
a-
the flyer, and my eyes will get real big. I'll be, I can make a card for him and go get it signed. So
Yeah, that's funny, Johnny Gnomes. Now, you said Frank White was out signing autographs as well, too. I heard there was no line.
you didn't hear that from me. You did not hear that from me.
Well, hey, Alex, we appreciate it, man. I appreciate the John Pork card. Somebody did say on the text line they saw a John Pork jersey last night at the game.
Really?
Yeah, so you're making moves, man.
I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Man.
Already investing in a jersey. Wow. That's great.
Well, we appreciate the time, brother. I really appreciate you
thanks for
coming
having
in.
me out.
Thank you so much. Oh, man, that's funny. That is funny. Alex stuff, man. The John Daly card really gets me.
Yeah, the John Daly card. The part about the John Daly card that gets me is you specifically went to Side Pockets and Lee Summit to get a cigarette. No, it's fantastic, which raises the next question. If you're looking for a cigarette butt, which is the best place in Kansas City to get it? I think we got the answer.
You should have seen me. I was like picking them up and comparing the lengths and trying to find like the perfect circle one. I was like, if you'd have saw me from your car, you thought I was a crackhead picking up cigarette butts.
Of course.
I'm putting them in like a Ziploc bag. I came home with like 5 of them, like putting them on the card, trying to size them out.
Tell me you just went raw dog with your own hand.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's even better, dude.
I mean, it's Lee Summit. It's not the
Exactly.
I
it's
don't want to
nice.
say a town side pockets, but it's the Lee Summit side pockets. It's not the
Yeah. And across the street's Funhouse. He could have had a dart out there as well. Oh, man. But thank you so much for all the time today. We really do appreciate that. When you look at the emphasis on to win now with these Kansas City Royals because of what their team has, what this division has shown, very weak division.
Very weak league.
Nobody above 500. Obviously, in the AL, there's only 2 teams above 500. That is the Yankees and the Rays. They both play in the AL East. Maybe that's the race that we watch moving forward when it comes to baseball. But win now because your division is weak. The AL is weak. Your young stars are up. And everything is great when it comes to that. Now, obviously, your minor league system is not as strong as maybe you'd want it to be, but that's because I believe you have 4 of your big prospects on your active roster now, which also might emphasize that you need to win now.
You do need to win now. I mean, I'm looking around what's going on in baseball these days, and just in the American League. Now, the National League's a different beast. Everybody's above 500, and hell, the Cardinals.
Well, the NL Central might be the most fun to watch all summer.
Just pisses me off
I know,
still that we're not in that division, man.
Oh, enjoy your Yanks at the top of the baseball
No,
world.
I'm talking about if the Royals were in that division.
Oh, yeah, Milwaukee and switch.
Just having that.
Oh, yeah.
Every game feeling like it's an awesome game
100%.
as opposed to the White Sox and Tigers and Twins rolling into town. Big
Right.
mistake back. But anyway, here we
Either
sit,
way.
right? Either way. But now you got to take advantage of this right now. This American League is as down bad as I've ever seen. I can't remember this late in the season and only 2 teams being over 500. I mean, it's remarkably bad. Or people would say it's remarkably balanced right now. I mean, people have complained for years in baseball about the competitive balance in baseball. Look at the American League right now. It is as competitively balanced as we've ever seen. And even in the National League, because everybody's winning over there, that's competitively as balanced as we've ever seen in Major League Baseball. But I want the Royals to take advantage of this. I want them to very much so go out there and be the aggressor from today until, July 31st now, the trade deadline? Did they move that around? I can't remember. Maybe it's August 1st. Either way, I want the Royals to be on the attack because, as we know in Kansas City, winning doesn't happen a lot with our baseball team. You can count on one hand, basically, the great years that we remember as people who are alive, right? And so you have an opportunity in front of you that is as big an opportunity as
August
you probably.
3rd, by the way.
Oh, it's August 3rd. Is that a Friday this year?
Monday.
It's a Monday. Wow, you go through the weekend, get back. I like that. So
6 p.m.
31st.
Monday the 3rd.
So Monday's the 3rd. 2nd is Sunday. 1st. So 31st is a Friday. They could have done it on a Friday.
Yeah, so the 3rd, sorry to cut you off, but it's the 3rd at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. So you've got until August 3rd. So what is this, 5, 6? You got 3 months. I want the Royals to go out there and be a damn aggressor and go out there and do everything possible to make their team better. And that's from a rotation standpoint, that's from a bullpen standpoint, and that's from an offensive standpoint as well. You're in a rare spot right now. Yeah, you're 3 games under, you're in 4th place in your division, but by God, you're a playoff team in the American League right now. And it doesn't matter where your record is, it matters what everybody else is doing and how you compare, and you're in the middle of this thing right now. The minor league system isn't great. It has 2 in the top 100 when every other team in your division has 5 players in the top 100. The Twins have 5. The White Sox have 5. The Guardians have 5. Obviously, the Tigers don't. They got most of their guys up like the Royals do at this point in time. But 3 of the 5 teams in your division have a ton of prospects waiting to explode. You have 2 pitchers in Lugo and Waka who are closer to the end of being Royals than being Royals long-term, obviously, where their contracts are. You got an opportunity to go for it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's put all our chips into the center and dare to be different than we've been in the past and be an aggressor because you have an opportunity. And these opportunities with everybody else playing bad baseball around you, this doesn't happen a lot. You've got to take advantage of them when they come along, and I think the Royals are in a good spot to do that. Then you couple in the injuries to Cameron and to Reagans as well. Estevez isn't doing his thing. There's room to get better right now on this roster, and I don't think you should fear anything. Be willing to make any move possible to make this team better. It's a golden opportunity here.
Yeah, I also think that it's so early in the season to kind of have to, but I get what you're saying, strike before anybody else can, then you have the full availability.
Yeah.
I'm not as worried maybe as you or as some with Reagans. Now, I understand that, you want guys to be available, and that's the best ability, right? But I think that when you look at Reagans, he said last night, and I can read Annie Rogers' quote that she had from him. Reagans said he felt soreness/tightness in the bottom of his tricep and back of his elbow. So I'm assuming that that's like right. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but right there. Yeah. And the Tommy John is on the opposite side.
Inside,
so it's the ulnar collateral ligament that's on the inside there. But
for a guy who's had 2 of these,
yeah, she
and
says,
then has another one, it's like.
And she continued to say he's been through 2 Tommy John surgeries, and he said, "quote I've been through the elbow stuff. I know it's not what I've been through before." He's going to undergo further evaluation today. So maybe when I get out there today, we can ask some questions about where he's at. Cameron, again, I don't know how much you can trust people from what they say, but what we were told whenever Kolek made his start was that he had felt tightness. He probably could have pitched, but they don't want this to linger. They just want to give him a day, let it rest. Kolek obviously did his job and filled in fine. But again, I get when people say they're concerned about Reagans because last night I was shocked, man. Like the first thing my head did is probably what yours did was go, what? Because, I mean, he had 4 strikeouts. He had pitched 3 innings, 58 pitches, and then Avlia's out there. And I'm like, that's odd. Like 58 pitches, they wouldn't have done that. And then all of a sudden the reports came out that there was the soreness in the tricep/lower elbow. So, yes, concerned because it's, I don't know, it's not the boy who cried wolf, but it's the fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, whatever. And or shame on you, can't do it again.
Can't do it again.
I think that's the thing. Is like we've seen this before, and I'm not going to get burned again. But I'm optimistic, but I'm also kind of burnt.
Yeah, I'm Cole Reagans hasn't been great in the last 2 years, right? He hasn't been like that guy since he signed that contract. And what is it to become a bad pitcher? And the contract again, I want to say this. I would do that contract 1,000 times over again. 1,000 times and 1,000 times you sign that contract if you're the Royals to Cole Reagans. That's a hell of a steal. Now, has he lived up to it? No, he has not. And so why hasn't he lived up to his contract? Well, maybe this is an injury that's been bothering him and preventing him from doing the stuff that we saw the 2 years prior to him having what happened last year and then obviously this year with an ERA close to 5. I think this could be a blessing. Like we can now understand why Cole Reagans isn't as good as he used to be, and why he's kind of come back to the pack and why he's been inconsistent this year. And if we can find out, he's been battling this thing and get it fixed, that's a good thing for everybody.
Is it a good thing in Pittsburgh right now? Andrew Filipponi reports an hour ago, breaking. The Fan Morning Show is reporting that Aaron Rodgers will be in Pittsburgh tonight and is likely to sign with the Steelers this weekend.
Yay. Yeah. We talked about it at 6:45. That's a wet fart.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Literally does not move the needle.
Nope.
Like
Cool.
you said that they reported that an hour ago. I've not seen anything on X, formerly Twitter.
Yeah, Filipponi, what a scoop. Yeah, cool.
Also, would you rather see refs not call flops or see people just not report on Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I don't need to hear about Aaron Rodgers.
He's going to be in Pittsburgh tonight. He's going to sign with Steelers. This is so awesome.
They didn't say that.
That's what I just read.
So awesome they added.
Oh, no, I put that. No. No. I said that.
Okay. I was just saying, he added that, and I'm like, God, are they excited about? I think you have to be excited if you're a Steeler fan because you don't have anything else, and that goes back to yesterday. We were talking about it. They've done nothing to fix that quarterback position.
They got.
They deserve him.
They got Ema.
Yeah, exactly. Will Howard's sitting right there.
Yeah, dude. And by the way, this is Reagan's on last night.
I just like bottom of the tricep, back of the elbow, and just got a little tight. And I've been through the elbow stuff. It got to a point where I didn't feel like I needed to push it anymore, and I talked to Sweeney and all them, and figured that was the best decision.
Yeah, no, it's the right decision. What I'm oh-mying is the Ian Rappaport quote tweet.
Hold on to it. We'll get to it on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday morning starting at 6 right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, my friends over at Golden Oak Lending will cure your blues just like they have done for us numerous times over the last 10 or 11 years. We've had a great relationship with the folks over at Golden Oak Lending because they can help you get out of some of that financial trouble. And look, we all get there in life, guys, right? Maybe it's credit card bills. Maybe it's home repairs. Maybe it's weddings. Maybe it's college tuition. There are so many expenses that come at us in life, and how you can handle those is with my friends at Golden Oak Lending. But it all starts with that free mortgage checkup. It's risk-free. There's no paperwork or credit card required. It's just a simple phone conversation where you do all the talking. You'll tell Golden Oak Lending where you're trying to go in life and what you're trying to accomplish, and then they'll get to work to see if they've got a mortgage that's better than the one that you're currently in. If they do, great, you can refinance. If they don't, they'll let you know that unless they come back in 6 months, and we'll check it out for you then. But at Golden Oak Lending, the average cash-out customer saves over $1,100 per month, and you'll go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment, and that is music to everybody's ears. Save money and go 2 months without a mortgage payment? Sign me up. So take that free mortgage checkup today, 913-890-GOLD, and let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
DQ presents the $7 Meal Deal, a delicious meal serving up serious value. We're talking 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and of course, a classic DQ sundae. Because come on, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. All for just $7. And now you can try it with the new Honey Sriracha Dip. The DQ $7 Meal Deal, a satisfying meal full of big flavor for great value. DQ, happy tastes good.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh,
Let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Hey, it's Rob Britton from The Drive on 96.5 The Fan, and we're excited to announce the launch of Beyond the Pitch KC, a limited podcast series documenting the run-up to the World Cup with our friends over at 98.1 KMBZ.
And Rob, I'm Scott Parks from Dana and Parks on KMBZ. Beyond the Pitch KC will feature the biggest names who made the World Cup in Kansas City possible, plus the biggest storylines heading into this summer's tournament. This is not a podcast about soccer. Don't get us wrong. This is a podcast about Kansas City. This is a podcast for Kansas City. And this is a podcast that'll tell the story of how our town is hosting the world's biggest sporting event.
New episodes will be released every Wednesday starting on March 4th, as well as video clips that can be seen on 96.5 The Fan and KMBZ's social channels.
Subscribe and download to Beyond the Pitch KC, a limited podcast series with myself and Rob Bretton on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Brought to you by RPM Revival this weekend at Flying H Drag Strip. More at racerpmrevival.com. RPM Revival at Flying H Drag Strip this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, presented by Monster Energy. The fastest street cars in the country throwing down, including Kids Power Wheels Racing, Burnout Contest, and Car Show. Pre-sale tickets just $20. Kids 12 and under free. More at racerpmrevival.com.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the car crash kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Heading out of the Grandview Triangle, 71 northbound, very heavy. You hit delays coming up from 435, and then it's just crawling up towards 87th. Off again, on again with construction. 635, both directions, heavy approaching the state line. Northbound coming up from K5. Southbound, very slow from the split with Fairfax Trafficway. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Oh, after tease, what did Ian Report say?
All right, so this is like, these insiders, they get kind of upset when they don't have the story, and they're kind of, we know how they are. Small bands. Yeah, exactly. And so our sister station, our sibling station, 97.3 or 93.7 The Fan out in Pittsburgh says Aaron Rodgers will be in Pittsburgh, expected to sign with the Steelers this weekend. Cool. Great. They had the scoop.
Awesome.
Ian Rappaport retweets it and says, progress for the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, period. While no deal's in place, at least he's planning to visit for further discussion. Okay.
Wow.
That's the ultimate, I knew this was going on, but I got scooped on it, so I'm going to try to make it like, I knew all this was happening.
Go away.
The NFL insiders, man. I don't know if there's a group of people that find themselves more self-important than the NFL insiders of Ian Rappaport and the other guy who had a call during sex and, most of these guys, right? Like, these insider guys for the NFL, they honestly think that if it doesn't go through them, it's not happening in the NFL. Where's your report on Rossini, Ian?
And he could have easily said, like, the fan in Pittsburgh had it first.
Well, he quote tweeted them at least. Still could have said, hey, this is great information. Way to go. But no, you've got to take it and be mad that it wasn't yours and then repackage it to make it sound like it's yours.
Also, it's great.
He hasn't signed yet.
The locals should have it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there. Building relationships, Ian.
Yeah. No, I have no problem with the locals having it. But they do. The national guys honestly believe that they needed to be run through them. There was a radio talk show host that I worked with years ago in Kansas City. He wasn't here all that long. And I remember him one time going to the PR guy of the Royals and legitimately said to the PR guy for the Royals, who at that time, and this I'm talking almost 30 years ago now, and said to the PR director of the Royals, hey, before you guys make any trades, remember, this guy's a talk show host doing what Dusty and I do. Before you guys make any trades, why don't you run them through me so I can tell you what the reaction is going to be from the people? Now, that's a set of stones on you. He actually thought that was going to happen. That's the way that these insiders work. That's the way that these insiders really believe that they are the gatekeepers of everything in the NFL. And when somebody beats them, they don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to let them know. They don't want to give credit. They either A, want to deny, B, repackage, or C, act like they had it, but in a different way. And that's where I have a problem with that, because our station in Pittsburgh did a hell of a job with this story. Whether you like Aaron Rodgers or not, it's a great job by them to get that scoop.
Yeah, I mean, if you get one, that means you've got trust.
Yeah.
From somebody very close to a source. That's how they work. That's why I don't get any scoops. No way, man. I'm not telling you anything. But yeah, I don't know. I just, insiders. Insiders are Draymond Green. This guy sucks.
I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, you know.
Props to Kenny Smith.
Yeah, Kenny the Jet's awesome.
Hey, let me tell you something.
What's
you
that
ain't
look
coming
like?
on this set and taking a shot at my guy.
No.
Exactly.
No.
We talked about it a little bit earlier. I wanted to get to that point now because that's the Jet being a real one right there.
Double down.
That's a real one. What's that look like?
Yeah, what does it
I've seen it.
Okay.
So you were trying to make a joke that didn't make sense, and it didn't make sense.
Didn't land.
And then you got called out by it, and you still couldn't back it up.
I remember when I was a kid growing up, my first vivid sports memories, probably when I was 9 years old, right? My first vivid baseball memory was the 86 World Series. My first Super Bowl, I remember being like 1985, the Bears, maybe even 84. It's the NFL at that time. You know, I remember my first college basketball championship was like 88, 89, you know, one of those type of years. Draymond Green said he saw that, what Charles Barkley did, right? Draymond Green was 7 and 8 and 9 years old when Charles Barkley was playing with the Houston Rockets. Now, I'm not saying certain people have different memories and whatever, but this guy claiming that he watched him play in Houston when he was 7, 8, and 9 years old, sorry, man, ain't buying that one. And you're not going to walk into my house. We can give each other static all day long here, right? We're a family. We give each other static all day long. Somebody from the streets walks in who you don't really know, who's a guest in your home, and starts going in on your family. Oh, no, we're taking this up in the next notch. And Kenny the Jet Smith got involved like a big brother or father or somebody. Yeah, we can rib on each other, and we do, and we have fun doing it. We love each other. We're family. You're a stranger. We invited you in here. Back the F off and sit the F down, and don't talk about my guys like that.
Nope. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Best player to never win a championship, Charles Barkley, and it's not because he wasn't good enough.
Right.
It's so much more in sports.
Who
Draymond
did he
Green
really have around him? Other to the end in Houston with Hakeem, obviously, but they were trying to get through Jordan.
And he was still able to take Jordan to 6 in the finals when he went over to Phoenix. And I remember that I don't remember, obviously, but I watched documentaries. And
But
I've
you
seen
can watch
Chuck,
documentaries and have a feel for what happened, sure.
And I've seen Chuck be down 3-1, and they were all going, I can't remember what they were chanting, but they were opening windows in Chicago and saying, get out of here, get out of here. And he was like, oh, we're coming back. We're coming back to this place. And they went back to Chicago, and they won. They went back to Phoenix, and they forced 6 games. Like Chuck is literally one of the top 40 players of all time.
Yeah.
And I think it's great,
Crazy.
too, because not a lot of people, I get it, not everybody, Nick Wright's not everybody's favorite person. I understand that. He said this yesterday, and I thought it was perfect. Aside from the fact that this is awful, awkward television, it's also hysterical. In his 4 years in Houston, Chuck averaged 16, 12, and 4, including averaging 18 and 12 during a run to the Western Conference Finals. Draymond continues to recreate history.
Well, Draymond was also a guy that rode the coattails. Charles Barkley was the coat.
Yes, he was the
Again,
guy.
who did he have in Phoenix? Who did he really even have in Philly when he was doing those things, you know? I mean, I don't remember because it's so long ago, but you always knew Charles Barkley and the rest of the team. It wasn't like the NBA back then where you assembled these super teams either. Draymond Green joined a super team.
Well, he was drafted.
He was drafted
yeah,
into
but
it.
still,
He
but, I
was
mean,
part of the core three, but he was the defensive player of the year.
No, Draymond Green is one of the best defenders I've ever seen with my own two eyes. I don't want to take that away from him, but Chuck is light years beyond Draymond Green.
People called Charles Barkley the round
Mound
of rebound.
Right.
Everyone mocked Draymond Green and said he shoots the basketball like he's wearing a backpack.
Yeah.
And nobody likes Draymond.
He's a one-dimensional player. He can play defense.
And then you look at Charles
Great
Barkley.
passer,
Have
but
you
yeah.
met somebody that doesn't like Charles Barkley?
I'm sure there's somebody, but I haven't met
Right,
them.
but have you ever, like, people love Charles Barkley. He's one of the few athletes that is a transcendent athlete in sports and in life and in pop culture. Every single person in America knows who Charles Barkley is for one reason or another. Whether they watch inside the NBA, whether they watch basketball, they've seen commercials. He's been on talk show. He's everywhere.
This again was Kenny Smith, the Jet, being a real one.
I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, you know.
He had nothing. He tried to make a joke. He tried to take a stab.
Yeah.
He had nothing. The Royals won't get back to 500. Tell me why. I don't know. Have something. Text line, it's the same for everybody in an argument. I saw it. What did it look like? Anyways.
But that's, again, that's another low-hanging fruit type of argument. That's why they're so easy to just talk around because, what did that look like? Be prepared. Tell me why you think Charles Barkley wasn't great in his final few years in Houston. Tell us why. Give us the evidence. Have that. Back it up. But you didn't.
And he could have. That's the thing. Yeah, he only played 50 games in his last 2 seasons. Great. I said, okay, Draymond, fine. You're right. We don't want to see Charles Barkley be eroding away before our eyes like we saw his last 2 seasons and play 50 games in his last 2 years. Yes, I get it. He was on the bench more than he was on the court. Sure. You could have said that, but you didn't because you weren't prepared.
Right.
Also, like, I love that he did this, honestly, now because it is becoming a let's love on Chuck and let's say what was real about his career because Charles Barkley is one of the most made fun of basketball players. He's self-deprecating. He knows
very
it.
much
Never
so,
won a championship. Right. MJ beat me. Hakeem Olajuwon. All those things. Like, but really, let's get down to it. This was an MVP. This is a guy who carried his team. This is one of the better players on the dream team. He was a starter. One of the best power forwards of all time. So I like that that's kind of bringing some light to say, hey, sometimes we make fun of Chuck. Let's not forget who this guy was.
There's nothing worse than the person who throws out like something like Draymond Green did there. I wouldn't want to be like you in Houston. Okay, explain why. And they have no way to back it up.
Yeah.
People do that all the time. They take like whatever the situation may be. Yeah, they say, but it's not even that. They'll say something sports related and you go, okay, take me to the next level. And they got nothing. Yeah. What are we doing here? Have your argument or your conversation pieces ready to go. I guarantee you he knew he was going to make that joke.
He did.
For days. Mm-hmm. Then take it to the next step and have the backup of why that joke should be funny, because it wasn't. And again, nobody laughed.
Yeah. Somebody says on the text, holy cow, fellas, lighten up. I am not a Draymond fan, but he was just playing. He knows the bit of that show. No, he doesn't, because none of them laughed. And it was awkward, and we're not the only ones having this response. So you, sir, are the only one. Coming up next, we get into this offseason the Chiefs had and why it's 2.0 of 22. It's a lot of twos, but here we go. 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, gentlemen, let me tell you something. As we get older, things don't work as good as they used to, right? But that doesn't mean you have to feel like you're going to switch things up. At Heartland Men's Health, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. And it's going to help you get back to feeling your best. So don't be older, take control. Be stronger in the gym, be sharper at work, be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every single part of your life. So what you need to do now is make that appointment with my friends over at Heartland Men's Health. They're successfully treating men in Kansas City, and they're ready for you. Most men wait a year or longer, but there's no need to wait. Don't ignore the signs. Take the first steps towards feeling better again. At Heartland Men's Health, they have 3 locations: Overland Park, Independence, and in North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
With the new MyLowe's Pro Rewards American Express card, earn 3 points per dollar spent on Lowe's qualifying purchases for the first 6 months after card account opening. Plus, save 5% every day on eligible purchases at Lowe's and earn points on eligible purchases everywhere else Amex is accepted. Card members get more at Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. 5% can't be combined with any other offer. Exclusions and restrictions apply. Points subject to loyalty terms at Lowe's.com/terms and credit reward terms at Synchrony.com/MLPRA-terms. Visit Lowe's.com/business credit.
This Mother's Day, treat all of the moms in your life like a queen. No, wait, an empress. With a little help from Hy-Vee. Surprise her with a stunning floral arrangement, or choose from dozens of gift cards for some retail therapy. Then bring the whole family to brunch at the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Just $19.99 for adults, $6.99 for children 6 to 12, and kids 5 and under eat free. Just one stop for endless options to crown her queen for the day. Only at Hy-Vee.
Moms are the most important people in our life, and she deserves to be honored on Mother's Day. This year, treat your mom to an amazing brunch at Hy-Vee with fresh eggs, crispy bacon and sausage, biscuits and gravy, fresh fruit, sweet treats, and so much more. You can bring the whole family for just $19.99 for adults, $6.99 for kids 6 to 12, and kids 5 and under eat free. It's Mother's Day brunch at Hy-Vee. They have everything to honor mom. So make this Mother's Day the most memorable ever, only at Hy-Vee.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA estimated 619-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
North KC 29 southbound off of Ganonigan heavy from 16th Avenue into downtown. Heading out the Grandview Triangle, 71 northbound very slow up to 87th with construction. 635 both directions, slow approaching the state line with road work down to 1 lane. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
What's up, KC? It's Chris Bubich. Tune in all season long to the play-by-play with Denny, Jake, Brian, and Stu right here on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Back at it here, 9 o'clock hour, 96.5 The Fan. Dusty Likens, Bob Fescoe, and Mac Maury. Guys, I guess we're asshats because apparently it was all fun and games, and we didn't watch it live, so we know nothing about it. But, yeah, everything's fine. Draymond Green's great. Charles Barkley and him are best friends, and, yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Cool. So it's solved. Great.
Awesome.
That happened in the break?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, good. I'm glad they mended fences. You think we'll get Draymond back on that show?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to.
Oh, absolutely.
Because what are we doing right now?
Yeah, you're
talking about it in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, exactly, with no NBA team in the playoffs, and that's the number one story when we had 2 games last night.
Oh, yeah.
By far the number one story because everybody can relate to it. Everybody has an opinion about it. Everybody saw the clip most likely on social media or awful announcing, or maybe you were watching it live. So everybody has a say on Charles Barkley. Everybody has a say on Draymond Green. They're 2 very polarizing athletes, guys. I mean, they really are. Charles Barkley, I think, is very polarizing in a very positive way. I think Draymond Green is very polarizing in a negative way. He's kind of the villain, the heel of the NBA, and that's okay. He's embraced that role.
Yeah, he's great at
that. But he's great. But last night just wasn't great. Just wasn't. It wasn't entertaining either. It was a tough watch to see those guys sit up there and be like, what?
Yeah, I think that's just like you mentioned it, pre-show communication. He knew he was going to make that joke. He could have told them about it. They could have even said, "Hey, if you're going to make that joke, let's do it this way." Or, "Hey, Ernie could have said, okay, like mental note, I'll give you that pity laugh when they don't laugh." Like whatever it is.
Ernie didn't even do the uncomfortable like on the break.
Like that's his job to help you out through those things. He's like, "No, you're on your own."
You're right. That's a good piece of kind of rescue mission that you just had there. Like you realize that Ernie didn't do anything.
No, and that's like he's the goat at that.
He's the director, man. Yep. He's air traffic control up there. That's his job. Oh, hey, that was great, Draymond. Let's move on now, Charles.
Yeah, exactly.
It was dead silent.
Dead silent was a 6-11 record last year for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they went to the draft to make sure they were loud and proud of what they can do to move forward, and compared it to a mulligan in golf. You think this year could be the year that they kind of just – you're saying that last year was an outlier.
Yeah, last year was
and this
the
could
outlier.
be 2.0 of 22.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, now 2.0 of 22 means a Super Bowl championship, right? Because that's what they did in 22. They drafted this great draft class, and they went on and won the Super Bowl. I don't know if I'm ready to say, oh, yeah, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. Talk to me in August after I watch a couple of OTAs and see Jake Bringingstool doing things and, the undrafted free agent wide receiver that we talked about last week from Cincinnati. Jeff Caldwell. Like we're going to see these guys making plays in training camp. Then we'll be talking Super Bowl. But right now, it's like it's a bounce-back season. I think it's one of those seasons where you could be maybe the 5, 6, or 7 seed in the playoffs this year. Maybe you don't win the division. Maybe you do. But if you're the 5, 6, or 7 seed, that's not bad. You're back. You're back to where you needed to be. And then next year, all right, let's go. We're back to being the 1 seed and that whole shebang. Mm-hmm. And, Mac, you found this story yesterday, or graph, I should say, yesterday about, where this team is from an age standpoint. And don't look now, rest of the NFL. Your Kansas City Chiefs are the second youngest team in the NFL.
Yep. Second youngest team, ready to go, ready for Dynasty 2.0, baby. And when you mentioned 2022 in that Super Bowl, I get it. But the similarities will be in that they have a new established unit of the future. They have a identity, a word that I love in sports that it's felt like the Chiefs have kind of lacked since. The identity's going like, we got 15. That's been the identity. Remember in 2022 when they came out, it was George Karlaftis. They got Tyrann Mathieu. They've got Trent McDuffie, the secondary.
Was McDuffie there or not McDuffie? Was Tyrann
I guess
there?
Right. Tyrann just left. They went and got Justin Reed because Tyrann Mathieu had just left.
God, it's been that long.
It has been that long. Yeah, Tyrann only 3 seasons, I believe, with the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was it. He signed that 3-year contract, and they didn't even consider him bringing him back.
3 seasons.
I love Tyrann. He was one of the best to have around here,
ever.
And just a great human being too.
I think this team is set up and ready for the future, and them being a second youngest team should be just invoke and fear in other teams.
Yeah, being the second youngest team, all of a sudden you went from a team that was 6-11 that didn't have an identity, that didn't know where they were going, to saying, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll up our sleeves. We're going to get a new wide receiver coach. We're going to get a new running back coach. We'll get a new offensive coordinator. We'll draft a bunch of studs on defense. We'll fix every hole that we had on offense, and we'll be back. And by the way, our quarterback's way ahead of schedule. So those of you who counted on him missing the first 6 weeks of the season can go pound salt.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
And now, and a couple of all that, now we got the second youngest roster in the NFL behind the Miami Dolphins, who are, they stink.
Worst team in the league, maybe.
Right, obviously. And they're doing that on purpose to try to tear this whole thing down.
Yeah.
So that's why they're the youngest team in the NFL. The Chiefs are trying to win and capitalize on the Mahomes era, and they now have the second youngest team in the NFL. That does bode well, as you mentioned, to set up Dynasty 2.0.
Yeah, the Chiefs next to the Titans, Browns, and Dolphins.
Who are the oldest teams in the NFL right now?
Commanders, Giants.
Giants, huh?
Yeah, they're at 30. 49ers, 31. Commanders, 32. Bengals, Broncos, Falcons. Those are your top 5 or 6 there. Rams, 26.
Okay, Rams are old.
Yes,
Stafford probably changes the and just like Kelsey. Like if we don't have Kelsey, Mahomes, and Chris Jones, the average age is probably much younger.
Oh yeah.
Now, I don't want to go in without those guys.
No,
but
we need those guys.
Yeah, you can skew numbers all day.
Of course.
Somebody claims that the AFC West is the worst division for wide receivers.
I saw that this morning.
They ranked the top 10 receivers in the AFC West, and the top 5 is Jalen Waddle, Lad McConkey, Cortland Sutton, Quentin Johnston, and Rashee Rice.
BBL stinky.
Not
That could have a very different ring to it, though, at the end of the season.
Worthy 6 for what it's worth.
Because
could it?
Well,
Could it have a different ring?
I don't think we're saying, like, if Chad O'Shea is who we think he is, and God, I feel like there's more pressure on Chad O'Shea than anybody right now. Andy has all the pressure this year. He just does, and he'll wear it, and he knows that. But when you look at, like, Chad O'Shea, if we're not talking about Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy getting better and being good NFL wide receivers, then we've got a talent issue. Because right now the Chiefs are telling us it's not a talent issue. It was a coaching issue at that position because that's what they changed. They didn't change the talent at that position. Running backs, they changed the talent and they changed the coach, right? But the wide receivers, they just changed the coach and said it's not a talent issue. It was a coaching issue, which it was. They had somebody who had no business coaching wide receivers doing it. So now you get Chad O'Shea into the mix. We better be looking at that list and going, damn, Rashee Rice, one of the best in the NFL. Xavier Worthy, one of the best in the NFL. Like, I'm hoping he has that kind of impact. So when we do look at that list later in the year, we're not saying it's the worst wide receiver group or worst wide receiver division, I should say, in all of the NFL.
I also just find it very weird because Lad McConkey had a down year last year. In his rookie year, people were like ready to say he was the next Wes Welker. Because somebody like quote tweeted it, doesn't matter who they are, by far the worst receiver division this game has ever seen. The blank is so blank and sorry. I don't.
I'd put the AFC East up there. It's terrible wide receivers. You got Garrett Wilson. A.J. Brown's going to join that division. So you've got top 2. Past that, I mean, Jalen Waddle's not there. I don't know who the Bills have.
You
Khalil
don't like
Shakir.
Kenyon Booty?
Yeah,
the
Kayshon
Bills literally
Boutte.
don't have wide receivers.
The Bills don't. They've got Khalil Shakir. Keon Coleman sucks. The Miami Dolphins, Malik Washington's their number 1 wide receiver.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah, that division
AFC
is a
East,
lot
I'd put it up
worse.
there. They've got A.J. Brown and Garrett Wilson.
But they don't even have A.J. Brown yet.
Stephon Diggs, I'll count him too.
And with the Rossini situation, maybe it doesn't happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
How are we going to know?
I think the Rashee Rice thing can change in that list, but the rest of those guys are number 2s.
Yeah.
You know, Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton, Lad McConkey. Lad McConkey might be a low-end 1, but those are all probably number 2s.
I feel like Cortland Sutton's number 1.
A low-end 1, yeah, they're both
I think he's disrespected in the NFL.
He's good.
What if we got to a point, though, where at the end of the year, Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy were like, they are legitimately the number 1 and 2 wide receivers in the AFC West.
Then Chad O'Shea should be a head coach in the NFL somewhere. That's the only reaction. Like, then yeah, we lost Chad O'Shea after 1 year.
I don't know. Cortland Sutton back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
Oh, you're getting attacked. The Bills have DJ Moore.
Oh, okay, they got DJ Moore. All right, it makes it better, but I don't
What about the
love
AFC
DJ
South?
Let me.
Because the Colts got rid of Pittman. They do have the guy they
Alec
paid.
Pierce, Nico Collins. We like Tank Dell's coming back.
I'm not putting Tank Dell up there.
That's fine. Brian Thomas has got major question marks.
And Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. Yeah, he's not even a wide receiver. Tennessee Titans. Calvin Ridley.
Okay.
They got A.J. Brown.
Tennessee Titans. Rookie.
Oh yeah, the kid.
Carnell Tate.
Yeah. But he hasn't
Who
played in the NFL.
hasn't played
in the NFL. I don't know how good that guy's going to be.
Yeah.
You don't know. Have you guys seen the picture of Alex Gold going into surgery?
No.
How long was he in the garage before he went into that surgery?
Or should I say nose? There it is.
He thinks he works at 810. That's how high he is. And like, I wish we could call him after his surgery.
Me too.
But I am worried it's going to be a tough recovery.
It is. It really is because I've looked at and talked about having the sinus surgery, like he's having. They say it works 50% of the time. Ooh. It's a painful recovery. They bust your nose. I'm like, I'll take a Sudafed.
Sunday, I'm going to shave the cheeks and everything else.
But he does not have any taste or smell, so this is a completely different thing. So I hope it works for him.
Me too.
But, my God, Alex. seriously, dude, did you drive to work with the hospital with a vape pen? They must have just hit him with the anesthesia because he looks as relaxed as you ever have been. I love it.
From the text line, the YouTube stream has not been good the last few days. That's because we're getting new cameras. We'll come right back on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20.
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
On your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I will tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control do an unbelievable job. And I am speaking from firsthand experience because we had a lawn that looked terrible. There was no way we could ever figure it out. We had 2 trees in the front yard. We had weeds all over the place. We had dirt. It was just a nasty mess. And finally, we just said, we're done. We can't do this anymore. I need the college-educated professionals over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control because they do an unbelievable job. I've driven around Kansas City for years. I've seen those iconic blue trucks everywhere, and they're always parked in front of the best-looking lawns on the block. And that's why we hired Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, because now we have a lawn that is the best lawn on the block. It gets envy from every single person. Everybody's out of their yard looking at our yard going, what did you guys do to make it look so great? I said it was simple. We hired the experts at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. And now it's that pest control season, man. You need to get that mosquito dome put over your house. Keep the mosquitoes out all summer long and keep your yard free of those ticks and fleas and all that stuff that's messy for the pets. You're going to get a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
DQ presents the $7 meal deal, a delicious meal serving up serious value. We're talking 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and of course, a classic DQ sundae. Because come on, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. All for just $7. And now you can try it with the new honey sriracha dip. The DQ $7 meal deal, a satisfying meal full of big flavor for great value. DQ, happy tastes good.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
For years, Gone South has been a podcast about crime in the American South. But for our new season, we're widening the lens. Through deeply reported, narrative-driven stories, we're digging into the myths, scandals, and power structures that still shape the South, and, in a lot of ways, the country itself. Follow and listen to Gone South Season 5, an Odyssey podcast. Available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
Hey, it's Cole, and I have exciting news. Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. Over at Shawnee Mission Ford, you pay what they pay, and you still get the rebates and incentives offered by Ford, along with the top trade-in value from Shawnee Mission Ford, who's on a mission to do more in 26.
This active storm season has made an impact on Kansas City roofs, and at Century Roofing, we're busier than ever. To keep up with demand, our award-winning team is now hiring loaders and repair technicians. We offer great pay, a strong team, immediate openings, and room to grow with our KC-based, female-owned company, trusted for over 35 years. Apply in person or online today at centuryroofingkc.com. Trust the pillars of strength.
Century Roofing. Trust the pillars of strength.
Today, expect sunny conditions with a high of 71.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
The
countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
From the text line from the 913, Gold isn't here, man. From the 620, he said yesterday they're not breaking his nose, just a roto-rooter.
Oh, good.
So maybe his recovery won't be as bad.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Bigger addition for the wide receiver room, Chad O'Shea or Ken Walker III?
Chad O'Shea.
Yeah, I'll say that too because it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, simple things. We're talking about tipping routes.
Yeah, I mean, it was stupid
geez.
stuff. Yeah. Like really dumb stuff. And that to me is that's coaching right there.
Yes.
You know?
Inability to beat man coverage year in and year out for 3 or 4 years in a row. That's not lack of talent or speed. Like we brought in new guys. Like, no, that is one guy, inability to coach. Here's how you shake somebody off. Here's how you, whatever it is. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm not the wide receiver coach. Could have been Connor Embry, though.
Somebody says, just tuning in and watching the stream, Dusty, what card is that? John Pork. We had Alex Bruff in the show earlier who does all these wonderful parody cards. The Brett Copenhagen still has me in a body bag. I mean, geez. And John Daly, he said he found a cigarette on the ground outside Side Pockets in Lee Summit, and he found the perfect one. He had a bag of them, and he, of course, barehanded picked them up.
Awesome.
I mean, that's a life I can't
do it for the job, man.
Yeah, no kidding. I can relate. Yeah. So we saw the report out yesterday. I thought this was interesting because MLB Communications says that viewership of national exclusive MLB games through the first weekend in May is 2.28 million. That's a plus 44% increase over the last year and the best start in 9 years. I do believe baseball is back. I do believe baseball has an attention span that has grown. I believe their viewership is from the ages of 10 to 70. I don't know if that's the case for the NFL. I do think the NFL is the number one sport in the United States of America, and I do think that it is the most popular, and I'm not debunking that. But what I will say is that the Major League Baseball Association listens. I don't think the NFL does. I'll explain. Pitch clock, Ghost Runner, faster games, ABS. Tell me if the MLB is missed on anything. How many times has the NFL missed? Kickoff rules, onside kick. Now I got to be like, hey, nobody wanted that.
Literally nobody asked for that.
Nobody asked for that.
Nope.
Nobody said, hey, onside kicks are not fair. They should be told they have to do it. What? Nobody said anything about that. Nobody asked for the ABS first down system. I was cool with the chains. I guess technology is going to knock on the door eventually. You open. You look at what baseball has reinvented itself with. The card, right? The card. Baseball cards. Kids love them. Adults love them for different reasons, but a lot of for the same reason. The chase and the feel and the excitement of the player, of the prospect. And baseball's numbers are there. They're moving up. And to my opinion, right now, maybe it's not a maybe, the second most popular sport in the United States.
It's not a maybe. It's definitely not a maybe, Dusty. It's 100% the truth. And that's and you bring that up, and I think that's important because we live in a world where everybody wants to run down baseball all the time and say, oh, it's not a popular sport anymore. No, it's the second most popular sport in America and always has been, right? The NBA battled it for a while, but everything that I've ever seen when it compares the sports and what people are fans of, we know the NFL is by far and away, but Major League Baseball is always number 2. And I think what we're seeing this year is not only the emergence of stars, but I think we're also seeing the emergence of across-the-board ability to compete. The National League is winning. Everybody over there is winning. And the American League, everybody's losing. Everybody's below 500 except 2 teams. But that's competitive balance, folks. Like, you're looking around baseball right now. Even the Colorado Rockies have played some good baseball this year, and they're a team that was not expected to play anything close to good baseball. If they were in the American League, they'd probably be in first place in some division right now. So I think everybody has had an opportunity so far this year to play some good baseball, to get their fans excited. Again, even the Colorado fans a couple of weeks ago when they were playing the Mets, that whole section took their shirts off, and they're getting 35,000 fans a game to watch a last place ball club. Like, baseball is on fire right now. It is so good. It is so compelling. The games move along. The games are fun. The stars are brighter than they've ever been in the last 30 years. Please don't mess it all up at the end of the year. Just please don't mess it all up with a lockout or a strike or any sort of work stoppage, in my opinion, would absolutely crush baseball, especially if it creeps in the next season and you start missing games. The powers that be on the Players Association side and on the owner side need to realize we got a golden goose right now. Let's not kill it. Let's not rip its head off. Let's not mess this thing up, because if we do mess this thing up, man, we're going 30 more years of trying to get back to where we are right now, because when people go away, it's hard to bring them back. Baseball took 30 years. Finally got people back, loving the game, loving the sport, loving the stars. Don't F it all up. And my fear is they will, because I do believe out of all professional athletes, baseball players are the most out of touch with how reality works, and they don't understand. Just look at the way they behaved during COVID. I'm risking my life, bro. No, you're not. No, you're not. And if you guys in the baseball world as players get out there and start talking about astronomical dollar figures that the average person right now can't relate to, that's paying $5 a gallon for gas, you ain't going to get any sympathy, and ain't nobody going to be your fan after that. So baseball, with the way that the economy is right now, if you go on strike and start bitching about money with each other, you're going to lose a lot of people because you're tone deaf. And that's my biggest fear for baseball, because I do believe the majority of baseball players are tone deaf.
And maybe it's a different generation that's starting to change that narrative, because COVID was 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those guys aren't in the league anymore.
Right.
And some of the guys that you're referencing are not playing anymore.
Right.
And some of the guys that have changed this league are the faces of the league. Paul Skeens is one of them. Connor Griffin is one of them. Bobby Witt Jr. is one of them. Vinny Pasquantino, Jack Caglione. Those are people that baseball players and fans know throughout the league. They do. And the card game is a big reason for that. But what I will say as we wrap up this part of the conversation is baseball is hitting its points. The NFL is not, but the NFL obviously still popular and reigns supreme.
Yeah.
Baseball's biggest competition is college football.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's the NBA. I would say it's college football, and that they should not be thinking about battling football. Like, I think we could look at numbers, but I don't know. College football is like getting high teens.
Yeah, they're in the 20s.
Yeah, they're in the 20s for big games.
Yeah,
like they're
they
a
are.
baby NFL. I just don't think it's. I think MLB's goal should be, all right, we know who the number one sport is, not league.
Football.
Let's just do sport, football.
Yeah. Right.
Let's be the defiant number two. Not 2A, and then basketball has a couple years where they're 2A. Like, no, let's be the number two sport. And they have the opportunity to do that. But I think what they've done these last 30 years, extremely difficult. If they were to do another lockout, double it. Because I'm out.
Oh,
You're out.
I'm out, yeah.
Dusty will come back, but it'll be tougher.
But it to me, I would be out not because I don't care about the sport. I would be out because the people are stupid.
And they
I'm
burned
done.
you.
Yeah, they burned me.
3 times they burned you.
Yeah, and I'm done rooting for stupid.
Yeah.
I am. I'm being serious about that. If they are so dumb to go to a work stoppage and miss any sort of time.
What if they don't miss time?
Well,
they lock out?
Yeah, I mean, they are going to lock out on December 1st. It's coming. The lockout is going to be there. It's about the time being missed, right?
Yeah, so if they don't miss games,
right,
you're okay with that.
Yeah, you got
Same.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah,
That's a good
I don't care what you're doing in
differentiation.
December and January. Get your stuff taken care of, But if it trickles into where spring training isn't starting, and now all of a sudden the regular season's getting pushed back, and games are being affected, and the other thing you have to worry about, too, and this is why Dayton was such a rock star during COVID, is because he demanded that John Sherman keep everybody employed and pay these guys during COVID, right? No other baseball teams did that. Dayton stood up for everybody in that organization and said, we got to pay everybody. Let's go. Organizations aren't going to do that. There's a lot of people that work in front offices of organizations that are going to be out of work if this thing goes into a labor stoppage. You're not thinking about the secretaries and the ticket takers and all these people that make money off of this game, making no money whatsoever working in the game. that are going to be without paychecks. And so that's another big concern about all of this. But if you have a lockout in December and January and you get your deal done by February 1st and spring training opens on time, no, that's not a big a deal. But if you start canceling games and this starts getting drug out in the public and it just becomes to the point where you're talking about stuff that nobody can relate to because none of us live in that tax bracket, you're going to chase a lot of people away. You really are.
Yeah, there's not a sport with more momentum.
No,
in the world.
You're absolutely right
now.
about that. It's got a ton of momentum on it right now. And I'll say this as well about where we're headed with Major League Baseball. Stop doing the old school stuff. Get in rooms right now and get this thing hammered out. And don't tell anybody. And then just present it like at the All-Star game. Hey, we got a deal done. You know how relieved people would be if that happened? And I think more people would be baseball fans. I guarantee you there's people probably sitting back right now going, I'm going to buy into this, and then there's going to be a work stoppage, and then they're going to go away. Because even though baseball has had the most labor peace in the last 32 years, and they have, every other sport has gone on strike or had a work stoppage. Major League Baseball has had the most peace in the last 34 years. But everybody always looks at Major League Baseball as an organization that can't get their S together, and they're always on strike, or there's always a lockout, or there's always a labor situation. And that just isn't the case. So I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're going to work it out. But I just don't know how in touch and in tune the players are, and then the owners battling each other as well. Big market versus small market, big revenue versus small revenue. The owners got to get their S figured out before they go to the players, too.
This happened on this date in 1989.
Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago.
They call that the shot. In 1989, Michael Jordan will hit the buzzer beater over Craig Elo.
Craig Elo, that's a blast from the past, man. That's a Cleveland Cavalier from the 80s. When they had like the light blue uniforms.
The best unis.
Yeah.
The way they said it goes is MJ makes a basket with 6 seconds left to give the Bulls a 99-98 lead. Elo makes a layup with 3 seconds left to give the Cavs a 100-99 lead, and then MJ made the shot over Elo to go ahead and win it.
That's
for the Bulls.
awesome. Yeah.
And he was pissed Elo was guarding him.
How
Because
pissed?
everything
Like
has
pissed
to be
or-
personal, right?
Oh, yeah, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, exactly.
I
took that personal.
Can I ask you guys this? Why was he mad that Craig Elo was guarding him?
Because he didn't think he was worthy enough to guard him.
He didn't think he was worthy. Who is, though?
Exactly.
James?
Yeah. Also, yeah, it was the thing, like he was one of the 2 white guys on the team, so it was like, why is the white guy guarding me sort of thing. It was one
That
of
was
those
in The
things.
Last Dance, wasn't it?
I don't know if they included Elo in The Last Dance.
Okay.
I bet they probably did.
Who did Michael Jordan like on other? That's why he was so good, though, because he created this thing in his head that, everybody's against me or whatever it was that he created. Tom Brady creates it. Patrick Mahomes created it. Bill Self has done a great job of creating that with Kansas basketball. Nobody believes in us. You're the 1 seed.
Old school basketball is coming after Draymond Green now. Charles Barkley had 33 rebounds in his debut with the Houston Rockets. At what point in Draymond Green's career did he finally reach that many rebounds combined? And how many games did it take him? That's insane, dude. 33 rebounds in the NBA.
You're 6'5", 6'6". Nuts.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not a guy that should have been getting rebounds. And you know what that tells you? He's tenacious. He battled his ass off. He worked.
Yeah, he's smart, worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that people are trying to run down Charles Barkley's career.
I will say it is getting a little far for me with some of the Draymond stuff. This is from the Dan Patrick Show. Whose career would you rather have? This is a poll they just dropped, and you guys can answer it for me. Whose career would you rather have? Carmelo Anthony, Draymond Green, Reggie Miller, Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley in a landslide.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so I have to hear why. Because for me, I don't think it's
I'd go
obviously
Reggie
Draymond
second.
Green. Okay.
I don't like Draymond Green.
You don't have
That's
to
it.
be him.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah, you're
had
not
his
him.
career.
Yeah, you had his career.
Yeah, he's got the rings. I know the
he's
other
got
2
parades.
don't. Yeah, he has. You're
Yeah.
right. But
It's Draymond's. It's not even close.
I mean, from a career-wise,
Then
yeah,
it would be
because of the
Reggie to be able to
championships.
choke out, Spike Lee or whatever.
Yeah,
that'd be
choke,
two.
that'd be
I'm
cool,
just looking
yeah.
at the way Reggie Miller and Charles Barkley are today. I mean, they're 2 of America's darlings. Reggie Miller's everywhere, right? You see him on TV broadcasts for the biggest games. And, I still have that little hatred and rivalry with Reggie from when I was a kid growing up in the 90s
Yeah,
and
New
the
York.
Knick thing,
Oh,
and
man.
that was great. So, no, I'll go with Charles and I'll go with Reggie Miller. Carmelo Anthony, forget about him.
I know. I'm like, Carmelo. I love Carmelo, though.
Forget about him. He made my
NBA
team.
career or life career, do you think?
Yeah, I'll do whole career so you can include Syracuse.
Well, I also would say like Charles
1
acted.
year.
Great. Yep. Charles acting, having fun.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Space Jam, that's fun. But I would
Totally.
still take Draymond. You got to play with one of the probably the
Yes.
greatest shooter of all time.
Literally 2 of the 3 greatest.
One of the best 3-point shooters, pure 3-point shooters of all time, in Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
You played with at the time the second greatest NBA player in the league, in Kevin Durant.
Yep.
And you won 4 titles. And you lost one, and it was in an epic way to the LeBron James man, 3-1. And then you were still inviting him to your wedding where you had a
loves
professional
LeBron.
blunt roller. So I'm not living his life, but his career, the career would be Draymond Green's. It wouldn't be close.
Yeah, that's my only thing. I'm like, all right, guys, let's chill here. I know we don't like the guy, but Jesus.
Yeah,
Now-
you say career versus life. It is because I was thinking life more like, oh, Charles and Reggie, man, they can do anything they want right now.
No, and I get that.
And like Charles got into golf, and like Reggie's been, broadcasting and all that sort of stuff. But like, yeah, career, Draymond. And then if I had to pick a second one, it was what? Charles, Reggie, and who else?
Chuck and
Chuck,
Carmelo.
and Carmelo.
Yeah, Carmelo's probably last. He's got a
I
scoring
mean, he had
title.
to play in Denver.
Carmelo's very last.
Yeah, I mean, the greatest thing he got is he had to play in Denver and New York. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Right.
Allen Iverson. Yeah,
like that's
Fantastic. But I mean, like and
Iverson
again,
had a
I'm a
step
casual at best, and that may even be an overstatement. What did he really do in the NBA?
he had a scoring title. And his scoring title was like on a down scoring year. I think it was like 27 points a game, which
So
is
him
very
winning the
low.
scoring title was like when Kareem led the league in rushing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad comparison. Low year for rushing. Like, yeah, still impressive, nice, but
led the league.
Like, yeah, you were 1,200 yards. When you hear league leading rusher, you're
Yeah.
thinking 16, 17, 18.
Well, that's like we had that story the other day. They said first time this century, and everybody's like, "Whoa, it's 26 years."
Yeah, calm down.
It's all how you phrase everything that gets people. That's why we have these headline writers that write the stuff that they write out there to get you for the clicks to get clicked on all that stuff. But Draymond Green obviously has had a great NBA career, winning championships and being part of all of that. But I don't know, man. Maybe he does have a career in the media afterwards. It'd probably be on a podcast. But, I mean, these guys, Charles Barkley and Reggie Miller, can write their tickets anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. What was that? Who was in the garage too long? Not Alex. But somebody made a list of, like, one of the worst quarterback lists I've ever seen. Like, I mean, this guy, I don't know.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know where that was, but, like.
Damn it, where is that?
I don't know. It got deleted.
Dang it.
Oh, that sucks. I don't know. I didn't delete it.
No, I'm sure it was me on accident.
That's okay. But you quote tweeted it, so maybe you can find it on your Twitter. But it was like projected passing leaders next year, and they had Brock Purdy number 1. Who's he throwing to?
I was going to ask you, who's his receivers?
Never heard of him.
Ricky Pearsall?
I mean, what are you going to dump it off to Christian McCaffrey? He's going to run after the catch?
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
that could be it.
George Kittle? He's coming off a severe injury.
Yeah, older.
What year is it? Like George Kittle, I see him every other year is coming off something.
In 2023, which was their amazing year, he threw for 42-80 when everyone was healthy. Ayuk, Deeb, I mean, that was
That's when
everyone
they
was
lost
there.
The Chiefs.
I think that was the second Chiefs loss.
And then they played the
42-80.
Spags defense, and they combined all their targets at 88 yards.
Yeah, exactly. Get bent.
Hilarious.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud, number 2, 41-35.
I mean, 41-35, they think that's 2 overall in the league?
Yeah,
That's not happening. That's not going to be number 2 in the league.
But I think it's going to be a down year throwing the football. We got 17 games now, and it's a passing league.
Yeah, that's why I say this guy's in the garage.
Let's see what it was last year. Yeah, last year, your leader, 4,700, Matthew Stafford. Behind him, 4,500, Goff, 4,500, Prescott, 4,400, May, 4,000, Sam Darnold, 4,000, Lawrence. He had 6 passers over 4,000 with Caleb Williams and Bo Nix. Just grazing it at 39 and change.
And Mahomes hurt with 3,500.
Exactly, with 30. Thank you. 12th.
Yeah, Mahomes is a 4,000-yard passer if he doesn't get hurt easily.
Yeah,
correct.
With last
One
year's
more
offense.
game. Yeah, with last year's offense. Yeah.
400 yards. That's all I needed.
Unbelievable. Dak Prescott, then Tyler Shuck, your boy, 4th over 4,000 yards.
Well, they do have a good passing attack, though, down there now, guys. I mean,
That's fair,
you know, they've got some good weapons around him.
The league's in trouble if that man's 3rd in the league.
Oh, yeah.
And Purdy's leading. So we got Purdy, Dak, Shuck,
Yeah.
What are you?
Purdy,
Is this
Stroud,
like
Dak,
people you
Shuck.
barely heard of that could potentially
That's what
leave
I'm
the league?
saying.
I mean, what was the category on this?
Dak, I believe, could be top 5.
Yeah, Dak's totally
I believe
fine.
that. Dallas
Absolutely.
just going to hum it all game, dude.
Exactly.
Can you buy Houston being a top 5 passing team this year?
Yeah, they get Tank and Nico.
Yeah, Nico comes back.
Nico's back. Yeah.
Stroud figures it out. Like I could.
Well, Nico never left.
Tank Dell comes back,
Yes,
right?
yes. Shuck, that's interesting. That's
Olave and their rookie.
Yeah,
Plus
Olave
they
and
got
Jordan
ETN,
Tyson.
they got a running
ETN,
game.
they got a running game now. They've got a good offensive coach down there. You know, Nussbaum's father's the coach down there.
Then it's Goff, Burrow, Stafford, Jaden Daniels, Cam Ward, how about our guy Patrick Mahomes rounding out the top 10 at 38.89.
38.89 would be a failed
the
season.
over.
Yeah, that's 300 more yards than he threw for this year in 14 games.
Yeah,
with this BBL stinky offense.
Tell me what went wrong. BBL stinky. I want to know what went wrong if he only has 3,800 yards passing. Now, I will say this.
Oh, good call.
Do we have 1,700 yards rushing from Ken Walker?
No.
No, I think he gets
I'd be
15.
shocked.
I'd be happy
All
with
right,
15.
let me rephrase this. Do we have 2,000 yards combined rushing from our running backs?
No, I don't think so.
I forget Mike Evans is in San Francisco. Thank you, Texlan.
Good call.
And by the way, if you saw the picture of Bo Nix's leg recently, that's not his leg, that's Alex Smith's leg. For those of you that always correct us. If that's the picture you're referencing from his Instagram, it's not his leg, it's Alex Smith's leg.
I wish they numbered these 3, 6, 9, 12,
Damn good fun.
15. Like, a little over half the league. You're right. A little over half the league had 2K rushing yards.
Did it really?
I
so
believe
the Chiefs, so the Chiefs should shoot for 2,000 yards rushing.
No,
next
you're
year,
right. Looking at this, they had 1,800 this year, so they should wipe that
the
out.
Chiefs
before
had 1,800 yards
Not
rushing
from their backs. That's Mahomes'
total
numbers. Yeah, he said
NFL.
from the running
I said
backs.
from the running backs.
Yeah,
but
so
I mean
no.
that's harder to break out on a moment's notice like that. But
Good differentiation. Yeah, from the running backs. Yeah, no.
yeah, but from the running backs, if they get 2,000 yards rushing from the running backs combined this year,
Yeah, I like
then
that.
his passing numbers will be down.
Well, yeah.
So it's all about how did he get to 3,800? Because my immediate thing is what went wrong. Oh, that's right. We actually have legit running backs this year. That's what went wrong.
Last year, DeMercado had 44 rushes for 312 yards. I see the same similarities this year.
So let's say he gets 300. Let's say Ken Walker gets
14.
I was going to say, yeah,
1,400.
So you're at 17.
So you're at 1,700 with just those two.
Yeah,
you still have
Justin
Emmett
Fields,
Johnson.
You had Emmett Johnson.
But he
Justin
said
Fields,
running
yeah.
backs.
Yeah, no, I did.
That's
said,
fair. I
yeah.
guess I was assuming he's a running back.
No,
he's not a
he's
quarterback.
He'll be
Yeah.
listed as a QB or a
He
wide
will.
receiver.
Taysom Hill's listed as a QB.
And Brashard Smith
Tight
as
end.
well. So
Yeah.
I think 2,000 is aggressive, maybe a little bit, but I still think that's where you need to be. That's you spent you got the best running back available, and you spent the most money. That's all you spent this offseason was on your running back.
Would you rather see 2,300 yards rushing total or Mahomes do 5,000 again?
2,300 yards rushing total.
No chance.
Yeah, I'm give me Mahomes.
Yeah, because it's more fun.
Yeah, it's more
Exactly.
fun. Way more fun.
A lot more fun. But I mean, if you got 2,300 yards rushing, what kind of offense are we talking about, though, guys? I mean, we were talking about when there's probably scoring on every drive.
I know that I'm hard.
Because it's so balanced at that point in time. You just don't know what they're going to do. 2,300 rushing yards makes this a better offense.
Righty on the mound. The lineup is exactly what you thought it would be. Garcia, Witt, Tino, Perez, Jensen, Kaggs, Collins, Massey, Isbell. Seth Lugo takes the bump. We wrap this show up on the other side on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hi, I'm Carter. And I'm Charlie. We'd like to share a quick story about a homeowner named Jack. Jack had a home he needed to sell fast. And Jack thought he had it all figured out. So Jack talked to multiple cash buyers. Jack chose the highest offer. But the day before closing, guess what? The buyer backed out, leaving Jack with the moving truck all packed in the driveway and not sure what to do. Jack learned the hard way that the highest offer isn't always the right offer. Jack got suckered. Make sure you aren't hung out to dry. Call our dad at Rex Buys KC. Our dad is local, he knows Kansas City, and he actually closes deals. No repairs, no fees, no showings, no surprises. Just a fair cash offer and a smooth process. Now, don't be like Jack.
Call 816-330-6000 or visit rexbuyskc.com.
Rex buys KC, helping people make smart choices one home at a time.
Mother's Day, celebrate her with something truly special. At P.F. Chang's, enjoy a 5-course celebration experience starting at just $89.99. Featuring premium entrees like New York prime strip steak tataki, oolong Chilean sea bass, and lobster and prawn fried rice, plus the bold signature flavors she loves. It's more than a meal. It's a celebration made just for her. Reserve your table now and make Mother's Day unforgettable. Only at P.F. Chang's. Available when you dine in for a limited time only at participating locations. Offer may vary.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Yo, it's Jay Uso from WWE, and I'm Jimmy Uso. Chumba Casino and WWE are hyped for the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. I know, I can't wait. There's nothing better to do while we're waiting than playing Chumba Casino. Sign up today, and you could win a VIP experience with Chumba Casino and WWE for SummerSlam. So what are you waiting for? Play Chumba Casino and enter for your chance to win. Let's Chumba. Yeah.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
Wendy's new Biggie Deals lets you choose whatever you're in the mood for. It's like a music mixing board of deals, and you're the producer. Go with some chill folk music with a JBC in the $4 Biggie Bite snack. Try the drum and bass of deals with a double stack in the $6 Biggie Bag. Or go full-on sandwich symphony with an $8 Biggie Bundle, the grand finale of snacking. And the best part? They all come with napkins. $4, $6, and $8 Biggie Deals how you want them at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Back at it. Wrapping up a Thursday. Can you believe Friday is already almost here? That's insane. That's insane. Royals day game today as Seth Lugo takes the bump to go for the series against Cleveland. Tonight, speaking of Cleveland, the Cavs play the Pistons and the Lakers play the Thunder. It's almost like it's the same exact two games from game one. The Cavs were 3.5 dogs. They're 3.5 dogs again.
Oh, wow.
Dogs, talk to me, dogs. I got your head between a vice. And then the Lakers and Thunder play again. The Thunder are 15.5-point favorites. Do I double down again?
Woo! Did it last time.
Last time I had a 4-leg parlay, I believe. It was Tyrese Maxey to have 15 points. The Cavs to cover, the Pistons to cover 3.5, and the under of 215.5. That's the exact same under.
That is the same one. Yeah.
It is. 215.
Lazy.
Or they know that this is all chalk in this round.
How much did they make yesterday when Embiid went out and they moved that line to 10.5?
Oh,
man,
dude.
They cleaned up yesterday, didn't they? The sports books. Man,
You should have known.
Of course. It goes back to how we started this thing. Don't fall for these trick bets.
And then you've also got the Cavs who can't seem to not turn the ball over.
It's ridiculous.
So yeah, I think Detroit wins again. I think Detroit, that's the team that needs to play the Knicks.
They will.
Ooh, that would be a physical series.
That's why.
I would love it.
That's the matchup.
Yeah, I think they probably will.
And for you have that matchup, and I know it's like, Detroit, New York. That's an old school NBA matchup that people will hearken back to.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to roll Isaiah Thomas out first?
For sure.
And New York hates Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
And Detroit loves Isaiah Thomas. So that's kind of cool. You got that in there as well. But, man, the Knicks last night, now you're up 2-0. Your stars were stars again. Of course, at the end of the game, your stars are stars. That's why they win. Karl Anthony Towns, where the hell did he come from?
What do you mean?
When did he start actually caring and playing and being tough and hitting rebound? I mean, almost a triple-double last night for that guy.
Yep. And he had only 9 points at halftime.
Playing both ends of the floor. Like, all of a sudden, Karl Anthony Towns has become a player that wants to go out there and win. And that should be scary for the rest of the NBA because that guy, he was going through the motions for the most part. Now he's actually trying. This team, whew.
I really wish I was still in New York because Aaron Judge leads all of baseball with home runs with 15, and Jalen Brunson has a 2-0 lead for his New York Knicks. And to see the emotions of, I mean, I get it. Still, Brunson would be the guy because the responses I got, right, was Brunson, dude, what? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's the Knicks, I guess, yeah.
And it's the moment.
Yes,
Brunson's playing well in the playoffs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Playoffs.
And playing well when you need him. Scoring those points at the end like he did last night to kind of put that game away.
And Knicks fans are starving for a title.
You have no idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yankees fans, they've had.
They're starving.
But they're starving.
It's been 09, but it hasn't been 49 years.
49 years, yes.
Yeah.
How is the Garden in the finals? Is it quiet? Are they tense?
I mean, I have never
seen a finals game
I've never
in the
seen
Garden?
it.
On TV.
Okay, not in there,
no.
though. Yeah, I didn't think so.
I've never been to a Knicks game.
I bet it's going to be insane. And I hope it is Knicks Thunder because the fans, those are two of the best home crowds we got in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
And you talk about complete opposite cities.
Opposite fan bases, opposite teams.
I mean, everybody you would say like New York and LA are complete. No, New York and Oklahoma City are the complete opposite ends of the spectrum on this one.
The NBA needs the Knicks in there.
Yes, they do.
Boston's out. LA will be out.
If Philly's out, and then you have New York and Detroit. Detroit doesn't. It just doesn't. It just
Not
like
yet.
if it never will. If you want to really set records,
it did.
If you want,
We've seen it.
Yeah, long time ago. I'm talking like in the modern
Early
day.
2000s? They didn't sell?
That's a long time ago, though.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking about like the way that we watch TV and consume TV now, right?
I'm
You
just saying
gotta
the
have that
Chiefs
hook.
own the NFL, so I don't buy the market BS.
No, I'm not buying
don't.
the market BS at
Okay.
all. I'm buying the cachet of the Knicks is what
That's
I'm
fair.
buying.
That's fair.
Like if
Yeah.
the Knicks are in the finals, the ratings are going to be astronomical. If Detroit's in the finals, they'll be fine, but it's not going to be anything spectacular. The conversation won't be as good nationally if the
Yeah.
Knicks aren't in it.
Yeah.
Like Detroit, good basketball team, but how does that appeal to Bob Fescoe sitting in Overland Park, Kansas? It really doesn't.
No.
But man, and I'm not saying this because I like the Knicks, but you put the Knicks on there, that appeals to a lot of people. People want to see what's going to happen with New York. It's just a different environment. And it's like, it's just an excitement when you're inside that building or watching the games inside that building.
I will say the Knicks, what they have is a little bit of what like the Chiefs have with Taylor Swift.
The star power is
Yeah.
great.
I mean, you got courtside of Larry David and Susie. You've got
Ben Stiller.
Timotei. You've got Spike Lee. You have all these celebrities that will just show up because they're going to Madison Square Garden.
Oh, yeah.
In the middle of New York. And I mean, everything is right there.
No one else has that. Not even LA.
No. Not even
LA,
close.
you can't even get to the damn game because of traffic.
And they don't care as much. They don't like
They don't.
it. Anne Hathaway, like all these people love the Knicks, man.
Yeah, you can literally get to the Garden by subway, foot, or like just cab, Uber, whatever you want.
But they also, too, in LA, they show up when they want. Are they
Definitely.
true fans? Like,
No.
again, back to the Met Gala. But Ben Stiller, I think, was the only one who skipped game one. If that's game two, I was thinking about this yesterday. You could skip a game two because game one is vital. Game two is game two. It's game two, okay? Or maybe if you're at the games are switched and it's 3 and 4, you go to 3, but maybe you skip 4 unless it's for the clincher. You can't skip game one. Like all those people chose the Knicks over being at the Met Gala where everybody wants to be seen. And they still chose the Knicks. That's the popularity of that team. A team that hasn't won anything in anybody's lifetime is still drawing the biggest stars in the world. And that's what the NBA needs that, man. They really do. It would be so great. You haven't seen the Knicks in the finals ever, right?
They made the finals in 99, so I guess I was 1 year old last time they were in the finals. Yep.
Right, exactly.
With Jeff Van Gundy as the 8th seed.
But what this tells us is that right around the Julio Jones trade, within days or weeks, these two were very close physically.
Oh.
What this also tells us is that this may have been a consistent 6-year relationship. Before we just had bookend dates.
Okay. The conspiracies continue.
Julio Jones.
Who is that?
That just did that?
Yeah, the talk that we just played.
Heard of him.
Was it TMZ?
No, it's Tony Farmer.
Oh, he's the guy who's been all over this thing.
Mm-hmm. Tony Farmer is a 49ers talk creator/host, Last Man Standing. It's a podcast circa Survivor betting contest for Survivor Atlas.
So this guy's been all over this thing for a while now with these two. He may be kind of the, when it's all said and done, when you make a movie about this, he may be the guy they talk to because he's been one step ahead of everybody.
Do you see they have a new alternate uniform in New England?
Yes. The alternate logo.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Diana taking the snap from Vrabel.
It's ridiculous.
It's awesome. We don't need to do any more memes of them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. We're good. No,
Yeah.
that's perfect. I love it.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, if she was a part of colluding A.J. Brown to New England and colluding Julio Jones to Tennessee, then, yeah, he needs to be gone.
How is that colluding?
What?
Like, what is she doing to make sure that somebody goes to a certain place? Or maybe you mean colluding by she's putting that information?
She's putting information out there in the world.
And she's getting it, and like people are like, "How do you know?" And now it's all of a sudden like,
Yeah, then it begins
because
to
I'm
happen.
next to the man who's his coach, and we are naked in bed.
Like,
That's
how
why.
many times, honestly, do you think they were naked in bed and he's like, tweet this?
None.
I guarantee it happened.
I don't think he cared about that, but I think he'd be like, "You can say this if you want, but AJ Brown's going to be gone." Oh, and we're going to get Julio Jones, but you could, however you want to skew that. But yeah, I guess that's the same thing as basically saying like, tweet this.
Or you could just say, yeah, say this about Julio Jones, so it's more likely to come to Tennessee or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that way I guess you could. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she can manipulate a lot of people.
You're right.
Boy, that's tough. That's tough. It's Thursday tomorrow.